grips every heart, but we stand united, never torn apart. Stand strong, Epsilon, fight till the end, hold the line. Defenders, heroes will transcend. Lights flash in the dark, justice boldly shines. Together we will rise. Defenders, heroes will transcend. Dark clouds cloak the sky, whispers in the deep, waken to the battle cry, where guardians never sleep. From the rifts they rise, evil gleams in cold dead eyes. The coalition's shadow looms, but Epsilon never dies. Stand strong, Epsilon, fight until the end, hold the line. Defenders, where heroes will transcend. Lights pierce the void, justice stares the night. Together we ascend, our future burning bright. City shrouded in despair, fear's grip tightens fast, but united we will stand, our bonds forever cast. Stand strong, Epsilon, fight until the end, hold the line. Defenders, where heroes will transcend. Lights pierce the void, justice dares the night. Together we ascend, our future burning bright. City shrouded in despair, fear's grip tightens fast, but united we will stand, our bonds forever cast. never sleep. From the rifts they crawl, evil in their eyes. The coalition come for all. Epsilon never dies. Stand strong, Epsilon. Fight till the end. Hold the line. Defenders, heroes will transcend. Lights flash in the dark. Justice boldly shines. Together we will rise. Future in our minds. Cities cast in shadow. Fear grips every heart. But we stand united, never torn apart. Stand strong, Epsilon. Fight till the end. Hold the line. Defenders, heroes will transcend. Lights flash in the dark. Justice boldly shines. Together we will rise. Defenders, heroes will transcend. Dark clouds cloak the sky. Whispers in the deep. Waken to the battle cry. Where guardians never sleep. From the rifts they rise. Evil gleams in cold dead eyes.
And we're live and hopefully not muted. Although I can't hear them, so maybe we are muted. Question is, why can't I hear them?
Greetings and salutations. Beautiful game for a ball game. Let's play two.
It's not my fault.
So apparently I changed something. I don't know what. But I only hear you guys when I keep this tab open now instead of when I used to hear you guys over there.
Oh,
and it was
no.
doubled.
Interesting. By the way, Anvek is
Which
a
is a
picture
good
of his
thing.
face.
Yeah. just
Yay!
don't know
I'm
how it
still on the
happened,
milk
'cause-
carton.
Because I don't remember doing it.
Anvek is still
He's-
absentee.
Yep. He's in the candy van, so to speak.
All right.
Does it
Welcome
sound doubled or
everybody.
weird to any of you before we go on?
No, it sounds.
It sounds
perfect.
normal, right? Okay.
Sounds normal.
All right. Just double checking.
All right. Welcome everyone to episode 15 of Rifts, Refugees, and Royalties. I am Circus Freak, your GM for this adventure, and these fine people are my players. Let's go ahead, go around, introduce ourselves, and we'll get on into this. Let's start with the absent Anvek.
Yes, I'm still missing. I'm still absent, and I am not involved in any explosions that my crewmates possibly engineered, or at least walked into blindly when they smelled something.
All right.
What?
Speaking of blindly walking into something they smell, Mega, how you doing?
I don't know if I approve of that intro, but I'll take it, I guess.
Well,
Mega's doing just fine. Ready to play some riffs.
Bigfoot follows his nose.
Fair enough, but I'm looking for the female Bigfoots. You know what I'm saying? It's a good smell.
Walking blindly into that.
Whatever, Jack's Lynch.
But I'm doing great. Ready to play, ready to have some fun, and probably go after that wizard. I'm thinking.
Leave Frost alone.
Speaking of going after that wizard, Frost.
Wow. So wait a second. How into feet pics is the Bigfoot guy? I'm just curious if that's
That's how he got his name, Bigfoot.
Not a
Pay
foot
to run for his
guy.
money.
Not a foot guy.
it's in the name. I'm doing well. I'm looking
I have a
forward to
Bigfoot.
seeing what's going to happen to the crew after the explosion. It's going to be entertaining.
Speaking of entertaining, exploits.
Yeah, apparently I'm pretty entertaining. I'm doing good. I've got water over there, and yeah.
All right.
Exciting.
Thanks.
Speaking of water of now.
The worst leader in history.
What?
Oh. All right. Having no transition to go to. Speaking of no transition, we go to which?
Well, I didn't want to come out, but
That's why I said no transition.
Oh God, it's Elliot Witch.
It's okay, dude.
I go by Jack now.
No, I'm doing good. I just got out of my KOTOR stream after redoing my other KOTOR stream. It's a lot more coherent than my previous very, very tired KOTOR stream. I'm ready to go over and get playing. I think the whole reason why we lost a third of the population side of the inn was because we were all following the rule of whoever smelt it dealt it, so everyone was very awkward. And then we found out that Kevin was the one who dealt it because he was the one who warned everyone.
So it happens when you drink too much water
Just protecting people,
and
man.
not alcohol. And speaking
Big
of
old
alcohol,
explosion.
I have roughly 2/3 of my bottle left to go.
remember,
I
folks,
have a
it's
half a
Christmas,
bottle of wine.
so make these bastards drink because I need to buy presents.
All right. Speaking of making bastards drink, we'll kick it over to JT.
But I just said, hi, everybody.
Everything he
Merry
just said.
Christmas.
Not
Hails,
waiting.
chat. Hails, Psychosis, Dave, Eccentric, and everybody else who I don't see speaking.
For Kyle?
But by the way, and Kyle, oh yeah, you're right, Kyle. Most importantly,
Kyle.
Kyle.
Muted Kyle.
God damn, look at that monkey back.
Running
Anywho,
the mod, even though he can't hear the stream right
wait,
now.
why
Has
is
to watch it in
why is Anvek's stupid picture on it? I turned
We
it off.
told
warned you
that.
about
Told
that.
you 5
When?
minutes ago it was there.
You didn't tell me shit.
Yeah, we did. We all said it. We all
Wait,
started
wait,
trolling the
right
game, too.
away.
If only there was video to prove we were right.
Did you guys tell me when I muted you all?
No,
I don't believe
No,
it.
it's
that's
after
why I was
that.
talking about the candy van.
I told you while I was doing the intro, so I hope you
You were
had
too
the
distracted
You
looking
did
at the
while
back
I
of a
introed
monkey
your
suit.
damn
You were
stream.
I mean, I
Yeah.
heard you say Anvek wasn't
Alright.
here. I just didn't know what the hell you was talking about until I looked at the stream and I'm like, you know what? I kind of like the image better. I'm putting it back up. Fuck him. Nobody wants to see his face. I mean, his moving face anyway.
Hear that, y'all? He
How
lacks that
rude.
particular image.
I mean, better than the actual thing, yeah, because it doesn't move.
I mean, it sucks on its binky a lot less often.
that's
Fair
a
enough.
good point.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody, and hopefully it will be full of joy. And I will give it back to the circus man.
I celebrate
All right.
Festivus.
It's
No,
because you're
you're
a
so-
monkey.
Celebrate Life Day, Wookie.
Festivus.
Monkey.
So much time for the
All
airing
right.
of grievances.
Goddamn life day.
All right. So from last stream, we got 18 comments, so we missed that benefit. We did, however, manage to get up to 25 likes, so we got that benefit. We have fan art of Dr. Synthris, Lucian, Hans and Grim, Eden, Kevin, and Luton, and Kreia from Kyle, and a pre-show Benny to Eden and Kevin from James Cash. So
There's
our
Cash.
totals are
Thank you, James.
6 bennies to Dr. Synthris from Kaio fan art and Lax Tweak's unclaimed
okay.
fan arts. and this week's comments. 4 bennies to Eden from Kaio, Immortal Mike's fan art, James Cash's donation, and this week's comments. 3 bennies to Kevin from Kaio's fan art, James's donation and comments. 2 bennies to Grim, 2 bennies to Lucian, and 2 bennies to Hans from Kaio fan art and comments. And 2 bennies to me, the GM. Hey, cool.
Woo.
I get stuff to do stuff with, and I actually have people to do stuff with this time around.
You bastard.
Or 2.
Rarely choose
I'll be right back.
Oh, I've always had people to do
Oh, wait,
stuff
no, I can't
too.
go back to it.
Oh,
I just needed. So that is that, and we will get back in. What does who remember player-wise from last session? Go ahead and I let the
Big
players
boom.
do. Yeah, I let the players do the recaps because it lets me get a peek into their minds and what they remembered, what stuck out, and what I need to focus on and expand upon in the
Peacefully
future
teaching
sessions.
blue
Big
elves
guy
how to
walked
do
through
magic
hallway.
stuff.
I went through wall. I heard lady talk. I came out of wall. During
Well-
that whole time, Eden banging on the door, acting crazy. Big explosion. People die. We save some. We heal some.
Well, here we go. First
To be
off,
fair,
the session. Go ahead.
To be fair, Eden was acting like a woman and Kreia was acting like a woman.
That's why I was trying to get the two crazies together to speak the language of crazy. But
She's not a real woman.
no, Lucian know best.
It's all right. Lucian won't do anything from now on.
Oh,
Oh,
stop
continue
whining.
to sulk. All right. So what?
It's a silent
what went
witch
over
show.
happened
I'll take a
last
step
session.
back.
Last session, we went over and had Lucian go over and have his mind examined. To which we went over and learned, due to the one boy go over and saying he was a secret agent. Through mind examination, through other mind melters, we went over and learned that he is not actually a secret agent. This was a gift from his mother in the off chance that something terrible has happened and she was not there to protect her son. Thus, she went over and brainwashed a whole bunch of children to go over and think that he was actually a secret agent if they ran into him while he was going over fighting for the good guy Legion crew. Moving on from that. So Lucian comes back in. We all work together. We abandon Dr. Synthers with the blue people. I'm sure no crime against humanity.
Glad you did.
That. And we pop back to finally find what the fuck Glittersprings is. So we go back to go over and find Glittersprings, start driving down the cars, and then our radios stop working. We run into a magical electrical dead zone, sorta. Where all of our radios go back. This also includes Tails.
And Pilgrim.
Nah.
We go
Nobody
over and
cares.
find out the dead zone works as a dome. We have found the center point of that dome. Start exploring around, find the river, and find a whole bunch of sapphires. Thus, Sapphire Springs. We've traveled down the river. We go over and find a town. We find out they have a low power weapon policy. So no laser rifles or anything big boom, but we can take knives and pistols. And Cyber Knights always carry their swords, and Mind Melders always carry about a way to go over and turn your mind into mush. We learn about the troubles that are occurring in that city, or little town, where, let's think, where we learn about the mayor's daughter, Kreia, who was courting around with this Tomb Raider Rico?
Ringo.
Rico.
Rico,
Start with
Ringo
R.
Rico.
RR. So she was courting around with this raider, and then everyone was thinking like, oh, maybe all these raiders will move in and we'll have extra town defenses, and everything was looking good. And then suddenly she went to college and she got really into the witchcraft and magic and books, and suddenly she don't got time for no man, and she need to focus on magic teleportation bullshit. We learned this from the mayor. He asks us for help, and because we are very good and nice people, we decide to say sure. We go to the inn where there's a one-upsmanship game between Lucian and Eden, where eventually Lucian goes over and flexes his dick, goes through a wall to go talk to the girl, and because she's staying at an inn, and then walks in on her while she's reading a book in her underwear. She runs off understandably, into the bathroom. But through conversation and him giving her the dress, he goes over and learns that about the whole don't need no man, need that magic, and she wants to be able to teleport the town. We don't know why she wants to do this. And she's working very closely with the wizard, who's a couple miles out. Moving on from that,
12 hours later.
I'm doing the whole thing. Lucian exits out, and then
Please go to another channel already, everyone.
right before he goes over and exits out, he realizes how Spartan her room was, and her travel bag is out. Ooh. And then midway in between that, we walked past a guy who was super heavy. I don't know much about that. And then we went over and smelt something a little bit foul and affecting the skin. And then it took Kevin to go over and figure out, oh, we're going to fucking explode. This is methane. So he tries to get as many people out as possible. A lot of people do. Grim just fucks off because that Grim. I'm not quite sure what Lucian did to go over and save the people. Eden went over and cut open a hole in the wall.
I did a lot. Thanks for just brushing over that. Appreciate it.
Eden went over and cut a wall to go over and get to the girl, but the girl is gone. She fucking probably bamfed out because she's talking about fucking teleportation bullshit. The guards tried to go over and mess with Eden, but then she went over and grabbed them and threw them to the fire escape because the building was gonna fucking explode.
Hans took it like a champ, though.
Yeah, Hans just walked out, fucking Terminator style.
But he is currently in the loot wagon because he ran out.
He's hiding in the shade. No, you're in the shade somewhere.
Well, he's listening to his. He was trying to find the loot wagon, but he's hiding in the shade at the moment because he's just listening to songs on his Walkman. He just finished listening to "The Sun Always Shines on TV" by Aha, and now he is listening to "Walking on Sunshine" because it's ironic and he's terrified. But Katrina and the Waves always makes him feel better.
Doesn't it feel good?
Before I go walk on sunshine, I'm gonna warn Circus Early Sirenscape. I'll be right back.
Yep. All right, I will go ahead and get that started. Any music and or sound effects you hear, not including meows, which will come from various different microphones and cameras,
or kid voices,
or children,
or a monkey sound,
or random monkey sounds, are coming from Sirenscape. They do not sponsor this show, but if we shout them out and tell you where we are getting our music and sound effects, they don't copyright strike the channel, and we appreciate that. I'll go ahead and get.
And even though we saved some people, a third of the patrons died. We have no idea what went over and caused that to happen. We kind of just left that as a cliffhanger.
Yep, we're gonna figure that out.
All right, so.
Did I miss anything,
without a
Monkey Man?
Present.
I will be honest. I kind of just checked out about 5 minutes into that recap, so I'm not sure.
That's the point. So you can't countermand me.
Far too much. I lost interest.
All right. In other words, go back and watch the other episode if you're that terribly in need of a recap. But we will go ahead and cut back to Castle Refuge, where Dr. Synthris. I guess we will hang out a little bit while we wait for JT to get back so he can swoosh us.
I don't know what you're talking about. We've been swooshed.
Oh, we've been swooshed? Well, why the hell is it not swooshed up there?
It's called a delay.
Swoosh.
I'm staring at the YouTube right now.
YouTube
is staring at it too.
Yeah, if you're gonna watch a channel, watch Kick because YouTube is slow.
I'm watching YouTube to get
slow. And I want the rest of you to watch YouTube, but I need him to watch Kick so he can be on.
Hey, I'm in YouTube, Kick, and Rumble, and I'm listening to Katrina and the Waves while listening to you guys. So,
God, such an overachiever.
Katrina and the who?
I hate you, Gen X.
Just because you're a multitasking weirdo wizard.
It feels weird just to do one thing. You want to have something else.
Some of us can't even do one thing.
All right.
Okay, old man hand.
Dr. Synthris, you have now been chilling out, helping out the the blue people, teaching them the ways of your particular breed of techno wizardry, along with English, for a couple of days. When, or for what you think has been a couple of hours ish, when you hear a knock at your classroom door.
Who dares to interrupt my lessons? What do you want?
The door opens and you see this individual standing at the door saying, were you going to rejoin your team?
It kind of eyes them up, like, well, I suppose at some point. Why? What did they do?
They, well, it's been 2 days. You've been locked in here. I think the Phaelaren are starting to get to the point where they may need to take a nap. Because elf physiology doesn't require nearly as much sleep, so lost track of time, and the lesson ran long.
Neither do I, so I guess that makes sense. Very well. You and you lead everyone else in the lesson. You have the best work for organics.
All right. They probably got left wherever it was you teleported them last time. Do you have some method of finding them, or do you want me to just drop you off?
You know what? Let's go with a ride. Knowing them, they've probably destroyed something by now.
She says, "Oh, this will be easy. I'll catch up to Luton, no problem. She's always so slow. Maybe if she wasn't packing around so much loot, she could actually get some speed out of that thing."
That's what the kids call it.
Always
Hans's
packing.
ears are literally burning somewhere right now.
You have a tight fit.
After he said something got destroyed, Hans's ears are literally burning. Like, somebody talking about us?
Gotta make sure. Move those people over there. Okay, that guy's hurt. Okay, let's make sure he's okay.
He says, "Oh, by the way, I'm also a member of the Legion's Transportation Division. My name is Dragon Disdick."
Oh no!
I see.
Yeah, I'm who they call. I'm who they call when they actually need something to get there on time. Unlike that tiny little goblin that they saddled you guys with. If you ever get tired of going so slow, let me know. We can work something out.
Is this a Cash or a Kyle, by the way?
Kyle.
Okay.
Wood.
He's a scaly.
Is she a shorty too?
She's a kobold. Yes, she is also.
Yeah, she's a shorty.
The AI art
He's got
does
a
not
type.
depict short people.
Well, I suppose if I want to come early, I call you.
Oh,
Jesus.
all right, and she takes you over, and as on the approach, you see the vehicle in the background to there, a rocket-powered hybrid between a jet fighter and a motorcycle.
I was going to say.
Note to self: the Legion seems to hire short stacks.
She looks. Would you like to know why?
Would you like to know more?
Yeah, would you like to know more?
I believe I've reached the limit of my curiosity for the organic natures and affiliations.
All right, no lore don't for that one. She hands you a bright green vest and says, "Put this on and hold on tight." And climbs into the cockpit of the fighter jet motorcycle hybrid.
He will put on the vest and grip firmly at the waist.
All right, and with that, they open up and she starts taking off. You leave from back to North America. Close out of Dragon.
God damn it, Kyo.
Now you take off from Castle Refuge in a beeline at about through the frontier, clearing what took you a week in less than 6 hours. And as you approach the barony, the area where the rest of the team lost, she looks down and says, "Yep, here's where the instruments usually cut out." and says, looks over her shoulder, says, "Best of luck," grabs a hold of one of your hands that's holding onto her, pulls it off, opens the back hatch, and you fall off the back of the bike as it's flying through the air.
What do you mean the powers are?
You had it coming. By the way,
As
I
you-
didn't ride quite that long.
Shadow
He had a
Warden
good run.
asked you if his NPC showed up yet.
Shadow Warden, your NPC has not shown up yet. I haven't been able to work him in.
By the way, if anyone would like their own NPC added into it, it's $75. And it could be whatever Kyle wrote that it could be in the chats.
Circus, what do I see as I'm plummeting?
As you are plummeting, you see the Colorado mountains or countryside. You see a. Actually, you see. Of note, I will dump a couple of these things in here. You see this area here, this town, and about 20 miles north. There will be a lot of jumping from scene to scene here, but we'll end up back here eventually. About 20 miles north of this town that you see, with a creek running down alongside it and a spring with very clear, crystally blue water and blue crystals within the creek and the spring itself. About 20 miles north of there, you can see this structure out next to a dilapidated and ill-kept highway.
Unkempt highway.
It's an unkempt highway. And as you get to about 1,000 feet from the ground, you see absolutely nothing as the green vest that you were wearing starts to explode in what seems like 50 different spray foam insulation cans that made up the interior of this vest, all going off at once, surrounding you in a sphere of expanding foam.
I begin to roll so that it has a forward momentum.
And we go back here, and the rest of you on the opposite side of the town from where the tavern just exploded, you hear a loud crash.
Oh, what now?
Okay, what just happened
How
now?
did that move? Did somebody type?
I run
just
towards the
gonna-
crash.
He's just going to
Yeah.
take his headphones
internet shut
off
off.
under his helmet and be like, "What?"
It is actually quite close to where you are.
I run towards the crash.
Yep, I'm heading that way.
All right, you guys start heading that direction, figuring out what the crash was. It's not nearly as destructive as it is on the art here, but the map gave me two
Yes, it is.
explosions. No, that's why you were coated in 3 feet of spray foam insulation. It's to protect both you and the area. And you see, bakelite spray foam insulation littered around
What are you doing back there?
along this wall on the west side of the town. And laying in the middle of the second crater, you see a familiar face looking up at you.
Howdy, Doc.
Welcome back, Doc.
Did you lose
One
a
of my
fight with
better
Gandalf?
landings. I would think that was one of my better landings. Why do you all reek of destruction?
Well, let me show you. And he starts waving him down. Let's go this way. We need you one way or another. Let's go.
We're fine.
All right, Hans, Luton hands you a Holocaust cloak.
Invisible kitty.
Oh,
I will pat her on the head. Thank you. I don't like it out here. And he's gonna stop his Walkman so he can actually hear them now. He was listening to Boys of Summer, but now he doesn't need to anymore.
It's a cruel, cruel.
The next song was
summer.
Bela Lugosi's Dead, so he stopped it before that.
Along the way, we're moving up to the broken down tavern. Kevin will inform Doc about what has happened the last couple minutes. So
Last couple of minutes.
He ignores that and wonders why are the communications dead?
Okay.
Point at the wizard tower.
Yeah, probably about the wizard tower.
He's the only one that's gotten a good look at the wizard's tower so far.
Yeah, all we can see is the tippy top from a distance, right?
Yeah, it's about 20 miles north of town. Out on old US Highway 36.
Right.
Maintained by the local boys club and something. I don't know. Like Girl
And
Scouts?
just in case anybody is wondering, I will post in the Discord where US Highway 36 lines up with Rift's America map and how fortuitous it was that it just happens to be right here.
Whichever one of them has the most debris on them, I'll just pluck a piece off and take a sample and start scanning it.
You'll try and scan it.
Yeah, your scanning doesn't give back any response. No data.
I look at it like,
Let's go.
this town is now off my radar. We don't need this town anymore. We should leave.
Oh, there's no radar. No radar. No radios.
2
No
seconds
money.
in here. Okay. We need to check out the tavern is what we need to do. There was just an exploded tavern I was trying to talk to you about. We need to check that out.
Is that part of this? And he kind of holds up the piece at you.
Yes. It is part of that.
You want me
As you guys
to what? Scan it?
wander around Glittersprings.
I don't have any scanners.
No. You use your eyes, Doc. You don't have to use scanners to do it the whole time. That's what I'm going to have to do is use my eyes.
Inefficient.
Okay, you do notice
All you got, Doc.
the hot springs here in the middle of the town. It is set up as a outdoor bath of sorts. There are higher walls to keep people from peeking in. As you are walking around, you do see a couple of people nervously looking at Grim.
That's not unusual.
Not unusual.
Are there any other effects, given what they've described and what we've encountered so far, either on the Cyber Knight or myself with the technological interference?
No, it looks like it specifically is only targeting radar, radio, communications, and oddly enough, the credit chips.
And it wouldn't affect me anyways, Doc.
Not my point, my dear.
Because she's totally a living being.
Well, no, the Cyber Knights, despite the name, actually have no cybernetics. Actually, if we have any cybernetics attached to us, we lose our capabilities.
Such a unique situation.
Who's the hell named you?
Lord Coke.
Why?
We'll go into the lore of the Cyber Knights at a later time. Right now, people are dying.
Dead people, I can collect bodies.
Let's not do that.
Well, someone has to.
You can all do that. If you have another skill you think you could use to gather information or socialize appropriately, you can petition me to use that instead.
May I use persuasion? And given my my abilities as a Cyber Knight.
Sure, you can use your persuasion.
Why does it not roll when I tell it to do things?
Well,
I want to re-roll that with a bennie.
All right, so many black dice. All right, once everybody's done making their notices or persuasions, if they're actively talking to people, let me know.
Yes, I will be interviewing victims as well as anyone else who can tell me about whatever's going on in this town.
Bonka's back.
Hi,
Bianca!
20 with a raise. Or 2.
Interesting. Oh, not just a...
All right. So, Lucian is just going to randomly start reading some brains.
No, I clicked on that by accident.
I
YouTube
just went green to me and then just came back. That was weird.
All right, I will delete the mind reading.
Everybody
I'm
got
not mind
quiet.
reading.
I thought I missed something.
All right. So, notice you do notice people kind of looking a little odd at Grim. You do hear rumors coming around. Is he one of them? Is he one of Rico's boys? I recognize him from when they were in town before. I wonder if he had anything to do with that explosion. I mean, they have been threatening to attack the town if his girlfriend doesn't come out and talk to him.
Girlfriend.
There's a little bit of a lover's tiff going on. He found her, she found him. They start dating. She found books. She's now trying to be an intellectual.
How does that preclude you organics from mingling?
I don't know. That's actually one of the things I wanted to ask her. She can get married and still be smart. I don't quite understand what the main conflict was.
Right. What does that have to do with the explosion?
Well, she was in the inn, and she disappeared right before the inn exploded.
Okay. Which room?
Third floor.
Oh, what the hell's that?
What the hell happened if we get a green screen?
Yeah. See,
YouTube
I wasn't
has died.
crazy. It was flickering.
Ah! No!
Maybe
Don't
it'll
do
pass.
it, Cyber Knight! That's my body! No! Ah!
The fuck
This is
going
what
on
you
with
get.
the-
This
with
is
the
what you get.
YouTubes?
No!
Be a
Save
murder
it for the
robot.
lizard man! She was a kobold, I swear!
I have no
It's
idea
lizard
what's
men or
going on.
nothing. Stab, stab, stab.
So yeah, Rumble
least
and
it's
Kick are
stabbing.
fine.
I'm sitting here trying to fix things, and all I hear is retardation in the background.
High pitch.
High-pitched
I'm gonna take
retarded.
advantage of the opportunity of things going awry.
How the fuck does this even happen?
Yeah, YouTube's just being goofy.
We got
It
a
has
green
a
screen
big-
of death. Hooray.
It has a big subscribe button down in the right hand corner too.
Jesus, was this an update? And they
What
effed it.
is
They effed it hard.
Oh, what the hell?
Ooh, now it's got green digital. Oh wow, it's amazing.
Oh,
Yeah, YouTube's having problems.
Start rolling back the patch. Start rolling
Everything
back
else-
the patch right now.
Seems to be fine. It's probably New
This
Jersey
YouTube.
drones.
The
It's
Jersey
drones.
drones killed us.
Let me.
Ooh,
hop
hey, it's a
on
good
over
band
to
name.
Rumble.
Oh,
We all the chosen
now I
ones.
really need a green screen of doom haunting us.
Nice. So our notice rolls and our whatever. This is how we gathered the information you were just telling
Yep.
us about them.
We get Grim
Yeah.
backstory.
Concerned.
We're gonna get Grim backstory.
Why is it only YouTube? What in the world? I've never seen anything like that.
Shadow Warden has abandoned YouTube and jumped over to Kick.
To hell with
Well,
YouTube.
I wonder if
Kevin
there's a
will
way to
start
fix
taking a
that.
look and see if we
You
can.
went to
No, they
Rumble.
have
take a
to.
look
They
at
have
Tavern
to figure stuff.
whenever we get the chance.
I'll be right back while you guys are uneffing yourselves.
I've never
Yeah.
seen that before.
Apparently,
That is
we all
so
sound like
weird.
chipmunks on the YouTube stream.
Hold on.
I'm gonna try
Bear
to
with us while we
determine
try and figure
the
this out.
source of the gas leak.
I got the volume on, and I
Same.
don't even hear shit.
But I don't have
Alright.
science or anything.
You can petition me for other skills.
Can I use repair? Like maybe there was a broken gas main or something.
Thanks, YouTube.
You can use a repair at a -2
I see. Okay.
because it is not in the greatest of conditions for you. You're trying to reverse
Can
engineer
I-
the explosion.
Can I use battle? Where would be the most logical place for an explosion for this kind of
The
mess?
toilet. Go right over there.
You
that
can go
toilet.
do that.
I don't hear nothing on the fucking Kick one either.
Huh. Can you hear us, chat? Test 1, 2. We are high pitched on YouTube. Shadow Warden says on Rumble.
On Rumble too?
On Rumble he says we're higher pitched on
It
YouTube.
seems fine on Kick.
I wonder
I
why
just
when I
listened.
turn it on, I can't hear it.
Dave says he hears us fine.
That's fucking weird, man.
Eccentric says we're good on Kick.
But
Okay.
YouTube is dead as a doornail.
Yeah, that's weird, dude.
Barney says he can hear us, but I'm sure we don't sound great.
That makes sense.
I am going to
I will
I'm
Benny
just
my
gonna
roll.
ignore YouTube.
outstanding.
Yeah, if you're on YouTube, go to Rumble or Kick, please. I put the
Sirenscape. I'm going to switch over to scavenging through the ruins. That sounds like the right.
I put
Audio
the Kick one in chat. I will put the Rumble one in chat as well. Fucking weird, man.
And Circus, I'm gonna try the skill Weird Science for this one.
Weird science. All right, what are you doing with your weird science?
Well, I got real high. I'm gonna Benny the shit out of that.
Got real high.
I got real high on the notice, but Weird Science, I'm just kind of winging it, seeing if there's anything related to Synthris's understanding of magic and technology.
All right. One other option.
I might go to Techno Wizardry because of that teleporting lady.
Yeah, let's see. What do we got? We got the repair at the -2. You got a regular success.
All of us got regular successes.
Yeah, it looks
No,
like
I got success with a raise on just the notice.
yeah. From what you can tell, even with your notice, your repair, it does not look like there was a leaky gas line or anything like that.
Okay.
This seems like somebody had planted a aerosolized bioweapon or something in one of the rooms, and then let it disperse until such a time as it came in contact with an open flame to set the place ablaze.
Oh yeah, you're all dead. It's plague.
Well, they are.
Maybe it's a virus.
I wonder if
Again.
this is Restream. I mean, Streamlabs or YouTube.
With the well, that floor got destroyed. You know,
Yeah, the whole third floor, the whole second floor got destroyed, and most of the third and second floor are on top of the first floor right now.
this waterway is right
Oh, it's
next
still
to it,
standing?
Yes, the waterway is right next to it.
right?
Define standing.
Can we see if there's anyone that jumped into the waterway to get out whenever they were leaving, or
That was within the or the 2/3 that survived because you ushered them out, and how it happened. You do find two of the town guards floating in the waterway.
okay?
That's where I threw him.
I
Yep,
don't suppose they saw anything interesting in there.
we just saw a Cyber Knight go crazy, start cutting up the walls.
And I walk away. I'm gonna keep looking around at the other buildings, see if there's anything that stands out.
Yeah, is there like, I don't know, tracks or something? Just people quickly running away besides the people that were saving.
Go ahead and make a survival check if you're looking for tracks or anything.
I'll be unskilled. I'll ask the Cyber Knight to help out with that too.
For which and what?
Looking
Survival.
for tracks.
Trying to track and see where people went.
I shall help you with my mighty D4.
Ugh. I got success with the raise though.
Nice.
Go to this adjacent building, see if there's anything interesting in there.
Oh, hey, your dice are actually showing up dice now and not
And
just
she's
black.
a woodsman.
Ties into my backstory. I'm a country girl.
All right. So there is a lot of debris out there and a lot of people panicking, running around. You can't make out much in the way of footprints or tracks to follow. You do notice as you're looking around on the east wall there, behind the tavern, you see what looks like a wool blanket draped over it. At first, it just looks like it may have been blown there, but it looks like it was tossed over the wall on closer investigation.
You mean the building that I walked into? This one?
No, the wall in the
Oh, the
next to
wall
crater.
itself.
Yes.
Oh.
So this here, there's a blanket over it?
There's a blanket draped over part of the wall, which is
Yoink.
impressive considering it's like a 30-foot tall wall. And with the raise on closer investigation, as you're looking at this wall, you do see amongst the debris impact craters there, you see what looks like punched in hand and footholds leading up to the blanket at the top of the 30-foot wall.
Am I smart enough to go over and recognize that's probably the big guy we just passed?
Are you?
No,
I
I just
don't
follow the
know.
handholds.
I think I'm medium smart. Oh no, I'm an 8 smart, so slightly above average.
We'll find we'll follow the tracks that go up the wall. If I can use parkour to get up there, so that way I can use parkour.
All right. Yeah, you can make your athletics check at a +2 because you are a free runner and have parkour.
All right.
I'll stand at the bottom to catch him if he falls.
I walk through the wall. Looking amateurs.
Yeah, I just kind of teleport to the top.
You guys are such assholes.
I'm a lot more entertaining than y'all.
I love this. Like this soldier boy, Prince of Persia up this wall.
Kevin is doing his absolute best Jackie Chan impression going up the wall. And yeah, Synthris just teleports to the top of the wall and Lucian walks through it.
It's a pretty good workout. You guys need to try this. Just saying.
It says it's interlaced, but does not support interlaced. Which
I don't
fuck
have
does that
muscles.
even
It
happen?
doesn't do anything for me.
I don't
See, that's why organics are better than synthetics, right there. All right, let's
I
figure out
see
this
you,
whole.
little leader.
Let's see about that whole. Okay, I guess.
All right, what are you object reading, sir?
I'm going to touch the wall and object read. Let me Benny that.
There's
4 points.
There's no way to face this.
I'm touching it to see what it saw, see who came over the wall, see what direction they went, see if anyone else was waiting for them, see if there was a ship, a car, whatever.
A lot of guards banging on this wall.
That would explain the smell, sir.
All right, you rewind. You see.
I am not projecting either. This is all in my head.
Okay, this is all in your head. Good. Because you see, how to describe? So you're rewinding back to where you're seeing what's jumping over and playing forward from there. Okay, you see parts of the wall starting to shake, and then you see what looks like a slightly more gold-hued version of Grim jump over the top of the wall, land almost on top of where you're standing doing this object reading on the wall, and then start running towards the north alongside the wall.
And he just disappeared.
Shortly after.
It just disappears into the horizon.
Runs off north and zips behind the alongside the wall as the wall ends at the top of the town, cutting northwest.
Looks like it's a bot the same model as Grim, only a little bit gold. He ran north.
Well, on my way down, there was
Gold,
a tower.
yeah, goldish bronzish. It looks like
Goldish bronze. It's a nice color.
And he was also wearing a large dark gray cloak, disguising himself.
Circus, I should have asked this earlier, way earlier, behind the scenes. How much do we know of each other in terms of dossiers before when we were put into a group?
Now, who would bother stealing that?
You know about as much of you can pick how much was disclosed about each other from your backstories that you posted.
Probably
So,
ask later.
This is
5%.
more.
So that would be a question for JT as to whether or not it was revealed that you were actually a child to the rest of the team, or if they just think you have childlike mannerisms.
Well, I know. but
Everybody
our
knows.
backstories
He
are
has
intertwined.
screamed at us
Everybody-
repeatedly that he is
Everybody
a child.
knows he's a kid.
I'm a
And the-
boy, demon.
And the prominent skull motif lets you know that he probably was a coalition experiment.
And Hans is a heroic vampire. You all know this. He's not a child.
Hans has made it very clear that he is a vampire. He's not trying to hide that fact from anyone.
What? I was more just checking to
Oh,
see
no.
how much we knew about Grim, his past, and all this stuff. Because this sounds like it's very interlocked. I wanted to know how much info we were coming in with.
Not very much.
Yeah.
Just because I can, I just rolled disguise. I'm going to actually use illusionary mask to look exactly like who I saw. This is what it
Cool.
looks like.
And I watch the town back.
All
I'm
right,
on the outside of the town.
yeah, you
We're
are
on top of the wall.
No, I'm at the bottom where I
Oh.
touched.
Oh, yeah, because you phased through. I forgot. Is there anything that I can find from the wool thing that I found, or?
The wool blanket
Yeah.
looks like it was just used to. It looks, yeah. You did see Lucian as you were playing back. The blanket tossed over first, and then the bot used the blanket to hop over the top of the wall.
When Lucian takes the form,
Kind of like you
I,
can throw a wool blanket over razor wire or barbed wire to climb a fence.
He obviously didn't want to touch the top of the wall, and I'm not sure why.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah, he was covering himself with this blank. Well, at least it looks like he was using it to cover himself.
Well, yeah, as you can see, he was wearing a gray cloak because that's what he was wearing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
'Cause I'm turned into him right now, or I look like him.
With his guise, is there anything that his exterior form has, like tools or whatnot?
No, you don't see any tools, any weapons, or anything like that.
But does he look like the size of Grim?
Yes, he looks
so-
the size
yeah.
of Grim.
The exact kind of like same. I guess
It is
proportions.
exact down to the smallest detail, is what it says.
Does it look like they came from the same manufacturer?
Yeah, it looks like they came off of the same assembly line.
Okay.
Hey, Grim, you has a brother.
Maybe a slightly different model year, maybe a slightly different accessory package, but it is
Okay.
it is the same assembly line.
Ooh, maybe a big brother.
Lucian,
anyone
you said
here
they were going
Sirenscape?
north, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
we hear
Yes.
it. Okay.
They went that way
Weird.
and disappeared into the horizon.
All right. Well, we've got a trail. Let's go ahead and start heading that way. Then let's go get looting, and I can get back in my suit, and we can head that way.
With your permission, I'd like to let the mayor know what's
I
going on
dropped
and
my
where we're
disguise.
going.
We can all do that. It's not a bad idea.
I'll just hang out here. I got no reason to talk to the mayor.
All right.
All right.
This will be
I'll
a
hop
very
back
quick
on.
one, just letting the mayor know what happened. We have reason to believe his daughter is alive. She did not die in the thing, but it may be tied into the wizard, and she'd very much like to know if anything he knows about the wizard.
As you approach the mayor's office, there are already several individuals there. You can hear them discussing. There's a heated argument. What needs to happen? We need to go out there and confront Rico. Obviously, it was one of his boys planting an explosive device. He's making good on his threats to destroy this town, all because he got jilted. And the mayor's, no, I've met Rico. He's more reasonable than that. We haven't come up on his time limit yet. He's not going to do anything to endanger my daughter. He cares deeply for her. I don't know what's going on, but it can't have been Rico's men. He assures me none of his guys have been inside the town yet. I mean, no one has let any of his ilk into the town since they set up their spot over there. I don't know what you think is going on, but it can't be that. I just need to sit down and talk with my daughter and figure out what's going on. As long as nothing ill happened to her. At which point the one of the two guards that Eden saves pipes up. Well, it looks like she had already left the tavern before the place went up. So at least we don't have to worry about that. So that is what you are walking into. Those of you who are visiting with the mayor can interrupt as you see fit.
I just use a general persuasion roll to try to calm down tempers just a little bit. There's a lot of reasons why this could have happened, and with their patience, we'll begin investigating immediately.
Part of Epsilon team, sir. We'll take a look at it.
And
do you want me to roll?
Yeah, go ahead and make your persuasion. You said with persuasion. I figured you were going to make your persuasion roll.
Come on. I'll benny it. Okay.
Acceptable. And yep, as you tensions start to calm a little bit, but one of the people looks over at Kevin as he starts saying things. And who the hell are these guys? This weird Epsilon that as soon as they show up and get into town, things start blowing up. And
we're from the Tomorrow Legion, sir. We're here to we need to help. Well, we're here to help, pretty much. So
you're here to butt your nose in our business?
That's not the plan, sir. But it sounds like y'all have already dealt with an explosion, and we've already got raiders. So it sounds like something y'all need help with. So that's what we're here to do.
Well, there weren't any explosions before you got here.
But there were raiders here before we got here.
Glitter leader, perhaps a little more assertion. Foolish organic! Are you questioning us being here to assist you?
Doc. No.
Unable to connect to chats. Did the YouTube die?
It may have.
One by one.
Video
is unavailable.
If you want to be a wishy.
Yeah, video's unavailable on YouTube.
I'm not being wishy-washy, Doc. There's the line.
I think we lost YouTube
The line
entirely.
is they think
YouTube
I
killed
here to
YouTube.
cause
Have you-
problem.
You killed YouTube.
Have
Alright.
you ever heard of an assassination bot that acted just like how you just acted like 2 seconds ago?
I wonder
Not
if
really,
it had
no.
something to do with the audio, because I
I'll
fixed
show
the
them to you
audio that was
later.
acting weird.
Don't know. By the way, Circus, while these guys are off doing that, Hans has been spending the whole time just literally dealing with all the trauma patients and everything, moving them around, triaging, because he was training to be an ER doctor, and he still has all his medical training. That he's just healing, using his PowerPoints up to keep people stable and relieved and get them to wherever the hell they're taking them. Since he has a nice Holocaust cloak over himself at the moment.
Oh Lord, I just realized I gave the
Yeah, there it is.
No.
You just realized? I thought that
I
was
was
on
like,
purpose.
well,
Yeah, I thought
Nope.
that was a part of the goal, but
What'd you do?
Nope. I gave the German the Holocaust cloak.
Oh no.
I thought, you didn't even realize.
Nope.
You didn't even realize
just
right off
thinking
the bat, you
Princess
bastard.
Bride. He's just thinking Princess Bride, and I'm like, yep, I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi over everybody in my dark cloak. Just
Obi-Wan Cloak Nobi.
Cloak Nobi.
Hello there.
All right, and yes, you get the impression that there may be somebody very similar looking to Grim
Yep.
as who is a member of the Raiders.
Do we pity them or do we give them mercy?
Uh-oh.
What? Darth! Dave!
Woo!
Hey, Dave! I can bust out my shot glass.
10 gifted subs from Darth Dave. Take a drink, bastards.
Thank you.
Bianca with the gifties. Thank you, Dave. All right, I gotta go
I'll
get
go
a
grab
drink.
a
I'll be
drink
right
in a
back.
minute.
Are you talking
All
to
right.
me now, Circus, or can I get a drink?
Go ahead and
while,
take your get your
while
drink.
they're drinking, Kevin, if he's confronting Cintrus on talking scary to the people,
Yeah, let
he'll
me go
see
grab
a real quick wink like a camera lens shutter. I can't do the mind. Is the mind link working? As far as I know,
No,
communications are dead. So yes,
The
they
mind
do.
link is working.
Works.
Okay,
Ian
so
just
you'll
doesn't
hear
use
in the
it.
mind link, bad cop accomplished.
Yeah, you just see Kevin going, God damn it. So,
I'm
2
helping.
seconds here.
This is how you organics do it, right?
Yeah,
I
in the
watched
90s.
the television. I've
Yeah,
seen
in the
Hans's
90s.
VHS.
Yeah.
It is lower than he steals Hans's videos.
Be careful where you watch those and who you watch them with. Just saying.
So educational. This dimension has so many things.
All right.
Hans, what is that
All right.
person doing?
We'll
The 80s was a very weird time with those kind of
let's go,
movies. I'm just
Doc.
saying.
Everyone else, we'll see y'all later, and we'll be back hopefully with the mayor's daughter. And he'll walk out.
All right. He walks out. You have done nothing to dissuade the
Not at all.
suspicion amongst some of the populace that either the Tomorrow Legion is meddling where they shouldn't be, or you're lying about being from the Tomorrow Legion, and you're secretly members of the Raiders that he sent in to sneak in and plant explosives and spy on the town to figure out what's going on with Kreia.
The only way to dissuade that is to start doing stuff. So let's start doing stuff.
Our
But-
leader
oh,
goes
God.
over and likes to speak with action rather than words, but I do want to go over and assure you that we actually mean no harm to your town. There's been as I understand it, your town's already been in a lot of trouble, experienced some troubles already. We want to go over and help this out and end this in a very peaceful, and conclude this peacefully. Which is why I want to ask about just a little bit. How much do you know about the wizard?
But the wizard he keeps to himself. He comes into town every once in a while, does some incredible feats, takes care of the town, never really asks for much. He took an interest in the Lady Kreia because she had magical abilities. They started studying together.
How old's the wizard, by the way?
We're not sure. Maybe mid-30s, early 40s-ish.
Yep.
Rude.
Um,
Never ask a wizard his age.
Merry
least
Christmas,
that's
toasted
That's
Dave.
what he appears.
Merry Christmas, Dave.
Merry Christmas, Dave.
Woo.
Well,
Thank you,
that
Dave.
explains that a little bit. And
Yeah, for being in his late 30s, early 40s, he's in incredible shape, especially for someone so dedicated to the more mental aspects of study.
he could bench press while reading a book.
And anytime anybody asks him about it, he jokes around about carrying his entire library with him wherever he goes.
Library, you say?
And
We're already. I made sure to take you out, Doc. Me and you are going
he
outside.
dragged him out.
Yeah.
And for Ringo and his crew, how much
Still
do you know
talking
about
while
him?
you're carrying him.
Yeah.
I'll fucking
Ah,
kill
no.
you.
He just turns his head around.
You know what? Just for you, his name is now Ringo. They've all been given.
Yes.
Kevin has suitcase mode simpers.
Hey, who's gonna be his Huckleberry? Just asking.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Hucklebutt.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny Ringo.
Well, once
That
Hans
sounds
gets
just
done
He
dealing
was
with all the
roughly
people,
based off of Rico, he was roughly based off of Johnny Ringo from Starship Troopers, but now he's Johnny
Oh.
Ringo instead of Johnny Rico.
I thought,
you
yeah,
go.
I'll say Johnny Ringo is from Tombstone.
No,
exactly. That's
Ringo-
what I was saying.
Rico.
Huckleberry.
Rico, not Ringo.
Rico,
But we get
Ringo.
but since Witch has Ringo'd him so many
I'm
times,
sorry. I didn't mean to Ringo him.
Hey, well, I've already brought up Here Comes the Sun. We got to get the rest of the Beatles into the mix here somewhere.
He's the worst beetle.
What the worst Beatle? Once Hans is
Eric
done doing what
Clapton
he's
was the
doing,
best Beatle.
he'll go find the group based on where they are, because he can tell in the mind like they just had a talk. So he'll go find them now.
Great.
Yeah,
Last
you'll
question,
just
and then we have adventure.
Yeah.
She's going to ask about what is the raider like loadout? Does it look like he would pick up guys along the way, or they like look like they came from the same area?
Ragtag group, not unlike yourselves. A little bit more heavy firepower though.
Oh, you haven't seen Pilgrim.
They measuring dicks out here in the desert.
Well, got nothing.
Oh, they are
else to do.
thirsty.
All right, and
What happened to the monkey?
it's still gone.
It got hot.
Changed them out for it got a little hot, so I changed them out for a more decorative look.
Then I guess can I roll or do something to kind of like at least get him to cool their heels just for a little bit? Just give me 24 hours.
That's what your persuasion roll of a 12 did for you.
All right.
They're cooling their heels, but there are still rumors abound about possibly the Raiders did this. No, it was the newbies. What's going on? You do see the tavern owner there in town. I have art for her. I haven't uploaded it yet. We'll get to that next week. Sorry, Kyle.
Oh.
But yeah, she will. As long as they're going to wait for us to at least come back before starting any mobs.
All right. So, are you guys heading north to the Wizard's Tower to talk to the wizard, or are you heading west to talk to the Raiders?
I would talk to the Raiders first.
Wherever we're
but-
going, where that robot went is what I'm gonna do.
That's west.
Well, the robot ended up going north along
towards the wizard.
along the wall, and then cut northwest. So he could have been going either direction.
I think we should, if we're suspecting that robot worked with Ringo, I'm sorry.
And it's looking like it.
Hmm?
And it's looking like it, yeah. Or at
Then we
least-
should probably go talk to them first, at least to go over and get Ringo's side of the story as to what actually happened.
Yeah.
God.
It sounds like that bot went to the Raiders, so we'll go with the
All right.
Raiders.
God damn, weaken the arm from this drink.
All right, you guys head west to
Wait,
the area I haven't.
what was that?
You guys head to the camp I haven't made a fucking map for yet.
Or we could just, go
We
to
could
the
go to the
tower.
wizard,
Tower
yeah,
sounds
we could
like
go
a
to the
good
wizard. I'm
idea. Let's
okay.
go
I'm
to
okay
the
with that.
tower.
I'll go wherever you take us, Lita. That's why you in charge.
Whichever direction we can role play through the town or the encampment. You guys head.
No,
Start getting
where
out
is
west.
there a map? We'll go there. We'll wait for the DLC to finish.
Yeah.
On the plus side, this DLC will actually come. Unlike
Just
the,
like Kobold.
What the hell am I missing here? Doing
I
stuff in the
feel like a little
background.
worm on a big fucking hook.
I think we should. Player now talking. Sorry. I think we should go to the
Yeah.
Wizard's Tower because JT's very distracted, and it may not be best to go into his backstory stuff.
Well, we don't know if it's his backstory or not, but
No, we
Mostly
can,
don't
we
know
can
where
go
he
in-
went. Could have went either or, Wizard Tower or the Outlaws.
Yeah, we can go either place. I can make it work.
Then we would go to the. It would make most sense to go to.
We go to the
Raiders.
Raiders. Yeah.
Raiders. All right.
Is that
You got-
farther away?
Yes, the Raiders are about 100 miles west.
Oh, that's right. They're
and
at the end of the dome, aren't they?
They are outside
the
of the dome. Yes.
Effect. Okay.
The camp is set up outside of the dome.
Oh,
On the
then-
way,
Can we hit one on the way and then hit the other, or?
By the way, I'm getting a little echo with people. Quick question.
You're-
You
On the way,
shouldn't.
regardless of whether we go, where we go, can Hans work with maybe the doctor to try and repair his armor, at least part of it, with any available crap that they have here? I mean, sure, he's not going to be able to repair it completely, but
Do you need parts, Hans?
If it really comes down to it, Doc or Hans, you can try to see if you can wear my armor. It is fully contained.
yeah, but it'll smell like you. It'll make me hungry.
I'm just throwing the offer out there, sir. You do not have to take me up on it. But I would not be a Southern gentleman if I did not offer such a thing.
Well, that's very nice. But, if nothing else, I got a lot of duct tape.
You know, Hans, most of our equipment won't work until we're out of here.
Yeah, this is just fixing the plating and all the parts that got, poof.
I do have a kit or two.
Okay,
But
so
that's beside the
you
point.
You can make your repair roll at a -2 because you were doing it on the move. You don't have a workbench, and you're trying to continue wearing the armor while it's being worked on.
All right. And he's going to attempt it.
Which
you-
one of you is going to be the primary,
Oh,
and which
that's
is assisting?
Point. I'll assist the doctor
Oh.
because I'm outside the armor.
That's fair.
You are
So-
outside the armor, or are you
I'm inside. Well, I could be
you're
outside
in-
the armor.
He's
I'm
wearing
inside
it,
the
so
armor.
I'm just kind of like walking next to him and just beating
Yep.
parts of it.
So I got a success, so he'll get, what, a +1 on his
a
roll?
+1? Yep.
There we go.
Centris's armor is blind.
Benny
or-
that.
yeah, Centris is.
There we
also
go. That's
blind.
much better.
Black on blacking.
15 with a raise.
All right, he manages to patch you up. You don't have complete environmental seal, but you are protected from the sunlight. Any visual-based notice rolls will be at a -2 because he didn't have proper smoked glass to repair any damage to the visor. So you are looking through strips of duct tape.
It's
kind of-
literally just a cloth I put over his eyes. He
It's,
just has to
it's
peek
fine.
it up every
It
now
looks
and
like
then.
one of those spacesuits where they're just like,
No.
Something like
He,
Eskimo glasses.
you know those from the 80s and 90s, the visor
Oh,
style
the data
sunglasses.
visor.
yes, just
No, not the data visor. The plastic ones that had the
the little
cuts down.
louvers. Yeah,
That's
the
just what I
slot-
called them because I
the
never
slots
they were
down through.
Geordie's.
I
Jordan's
didn't have a
visor.
pair myself, but my friend did, and they were so difficult to see through.
I
They
hated
look like
those.
the back of a 1990 Camaro.
Looks like you need an upgrade, Hans.
Yeah, I could just go.
Uh,
Wait a
so-
second. Look at him. No.
Full chrome, buddy.
going to the Raiders.
Yeah. So
Are you sure
Grim.
we want to go to the Raiders, or if the Wizard Tower is
the Wizard
closer?
Tower is 80 miles closer to you.
Is it in opposite directions, or
The Wizard Tower is north.
Yep.
The Raiders camp is west, so it is not.
All right. Yeah. Well, let's go to the Wizard Tower then.
It would put on about 10 miles to the travel towards the camp if you stop by the Wizard's Tower first.
Wizard Tower. We'll go there first.
All right. And how are you approaching Wizard's Tower?
In Luton's truck, as far as I know, and we're doing it peacefully, I guess.
Does a truck work?
All right. Are
Truck
you
works.
taking Pilgrim with you? Are you rearming yourselves
I am.
as you're leaving town?
Yes. I'm putting my armor back on.
All right.
you
You
your Pilgrim
approach.
back on?
As you crest a hill, you see this sight.
Wizard Tower has a lot of bus tours.
Yeah.
Fucking-
Like I said, that's all
Just
the
notice
kids,
the buses.
that's all the kids from the Cub Scout troop that maintains the highway along this area, picks up the trash.
I
The
don't think
buses
you-
don't look like they've run in quite some
I
time.
don't think you know what you just said.
That there are buses full of Cub Scouts that take care of the highway.
Yeah, it did sound like Cub Scout at first.
Oh,
Mm.
all right then.
Yeah.
Was it my German accent?
I don't know. I don't know, but it didn't sound good.
Mm.
I always wanted to ride in a school bus growing up.
Why do I picture like her wearing like now Daisy Duke shorts, a crop top, and a piece of hay in her mouth?
I'm
She
sorry. I can
Because you're
change
from
up
the
accent some
70s.
more.
Well, no, I'm thinking, what's the girl's name that was in National
Bach.
Lampoon's Vacation?
Sorry.
The
Catherine
daughter,
Bach.
the
I was
I'm
thinking
blonde
Daisy.
maybe
daughter.
a girl from Oklahoma, but I ain't a girl from Oklahoma.
It's
Oh,
okay.
that's very deep.
Lucian will now speak like this, and it will be fine.
I
I
shoot the
guess
monkey
those
with the
mind
Christmas
melders
coat
went
on.
over and messed with you a little bit when they were exploratoring your brain.
Why can't it?
The Christmas present has spoken.
Glitter Leader, what the hell were
Yeah,
you
that-
eating while you were in that town?
Eating? What are you talking
All
about?
right, you
He's
approach.
saying
Apparently you had
smell.
bad gas.
No, it wasn't me that did the gas. Someone is throwing out that random rumor.
You need to read up
It
on
was just a
organics.
Harley Quinn comic, don't worry.
So we going to this stupid
Ugh.
tower or
Oh,
what?
that comic. Gross. Don't remind me about that comic. Ew.
I don't
All
know
right.
why they put so much effort into the cover.
Are we going to this tower or what?
We're on the way, kids, right now.
It's right
You are
there.
going to the tower. As you approach the tower, it's a wizard's tower. Anybody running anything, any kind of detect arcana, there are all manner of arcane auras floating about.
Do I
you
notice
guys
any?
Can anyone run a tech arcana since nothing works?
detect arcana? You can. Tech arcana, you couldn't.
Is there any way to take a look around and see if
magical
they've got something? He's got defenses or something. I feel like he should, but I just want to know where they are.
You can make a notice check to look for defenses,
Okay.
or a battle check to see if you can determine where he would, where you would set up defenses if you were, if this was your tower.
Oh, +2 because communications are down.
The sensors have gone bad.
Yeah. It's all right, Pilgrim. We'll get you fixed up. Don't worry.
You want me to set up a sniper's nest somewhere on this tower in case,
No. I mean, we're not looking to
eliminations are
start a
necessary?
fight. We're not really looking to start a fight.
Yeah, but
so-
we always want to finish a fight.
No.
All right, your call, boss.
Wow.
All right. Are we swooshed back to the main screen and not? Are they not seeing the map?
We are on our faces, I think.
Yes,
Indeed,
They're
it
not
is our
seeing the,
faces. They are
the
horrified.
tower currently.
I'm like, what the hell are y'all laughing at? And then I look over and I'm like, oh, goddamn.
Or can they? Oh, I didn't. Did I drop?
You
You
didn't
guys?
even see.
Can you guys see the map currently?
No.
There's a map.
No.
You just see a,
I
a
can
wizard
I can
tower.
see
Yeah,
a
we only
picture of
s-
Wizard Tower.
We
Yes,
see the picture of the Wizard
that's
Tower.
the map. The picture of the
Yeah.
wizard tower. I wasn't sure if I needed to put your tokens on there.
You need to learn what a map is and what a picture is, apparently.
This is not a map, so
Yeah.
this is a picture.
No, but it should be on the damn street.
Oh, how did that happen? That's weird.
It looks more like a bigger dick, bigger dick Disney castle.
All right. Are you
don't know what to
approaching
say.
the smaller dome on the left or the tower on the right?
That's a
Tower on
lot
the
of
right.
buses. Just saying.
You take the tower, I'll take the little one.
I blame designer. Apparently, it wanted buses.
Or
I
do you want us
investigate the
all to go
buses.
to the straight one?
Is Chris in one of those vans?
Yes, you find Jimmy stuck in one of these vans. Gee,
Little leader, do you want us all to go to the main one, or do some of us
All to the right
explore?
one. No, we gotta stick together.
they both look very extravagant. They're built almost exclusively of stained glass and bronze, with sapphires implanted throughout the structures.
Has anyone looked behind it?
Well, Hans is walking around with Detect Arcana on. It'll be lasting, unless he extends it, it'll last for the next 5 rounds.
You are on the biggest psychedelic trip you've ever been on.
This is amazing, and it's making me see Tuesday, and I don't even remember what day it is.
Ooh,
This
put it in
is
the mind link.
astounding.
You can see Tuesday and taste chartreuse.
I don't like it. So he is using greater conceal arcana, so it should be able to
Greater
if he can
detect or greater conceal.
Or greater detect, and he's also using presence sense. So he's just basically he added the 4 power points back on because he did strong and that's conceal only. Oh, he didn't have to do that one.
Mhm.
And
I
it
will
would be
do
cosmic
detect also.
alignment sense.
All right, like I said,
Never mind. I don't detect.
is your spell does not go off. This has never
We're
happened.
going to the main tower is what we're doing.
He started to taste Tuesday and went, nope.
Yeah, you didn't like what Tuesday tasted like because you were smelling chartreuse and tasting Tuesday, whereas Hans was seeing Tuesday and tasting chartreuse.
Well,
All right. So yes, there is so much arcane magics going on. It's ridiculous right now. You do only detect one life form within the area. 2 life forms. Sorry, one in each building.
Okay, there's 2 people. Well, 2 life forms. One's there, and I think if he gets within. Well, actually, I don't think he has to do since he did the greater. But basically, it can with greater detect arcana. You can do an arcane skill check on a particular magic effect or entity.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a separate arcana check then?
That would
If
be
he
a
wants to
separate
tell?
arcana check. Yes.
He's going to focus on the one in the right-hand tower. And I'm assuming since his arcane skill is psionics, he'd be using psionics. I'm not sure though.
Molest the box, kitty.
Rawr. Because he doesn't have arcana specifically,
Mm-hmm.
but he has his arcane skill is psionics.
Yep. I will let you make the psionics check for it.
Okay. Well, he will try and see if he can detect things. Oh, that's good.
All right. What are you trying to detect about this particular?
It says was
Individual.
successful.
Is this particular individual the unfit mother?
He can learn the following: active powers and arcane abilities, type of supernatural creature, enchantments present on an item, which isn't going to apply, PP or ISP possessed by a target, and other information you allow. He did not get a raise, so he doesn't get any susceptibilities, weaknesses, or any of that stuff.
So, he has a vast amount of power points. He's rocking about 50 from what you can detect.
Circus, you're gonna kill me
Why am I going to kill you?
because you have to deal out adventure cards.
Oh,
Woo!
Use the Cullen Cavalry, Kevin.
That's not gonna do anything for this situation.
I used Last Stand real quick. Damn it.
Thank you for
Love
the
interest.
romance interest card, Kevin.
I'm sure we'll get it again.
Oops.
All
Just-
shall love
knock
me
something.
in despair.
That goes away. There you go.
Cross. Savage. Expose 2. Random. And you get 1 extra, right?
Yep.
Anyone want Dark Bargain?
Ooh,
Oh, thank you.
Well, Grim can't have it again.
Fun.
ooh, I wanna play a card. You're all gonna hate me, and I'm okay with it.
What'd you do?
There you go.
I'm gonna hate you for that. Stop fishing for love interests.
I'm not fishing. I'm fishing for action.
Well, the more cards you make everybody draw, the better chance somebody's gonna draw love interest and pass it to
Grim.
the
Well,
way.
that's just a bonus feature of what I did.
Grim, I'm going to send you a card. You might want it or you might not. Send it back if you don't.
Yeah, I could probably use that one here. I'll give you this one.
I'll take whatever for it. Doesn't
There,
really matter.
one more card.
There you go. Oh
Wait,
wait, why didn't that
okay.
work? That should have worked.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I didn't get my third one. My new one, Circus.
I just sent it.
Yeah,
I think you just accidentally sent it to me.
I
so
might
let me
have
send
sent it to
back
him.
to you.
No, each player.
Well, that
Yeah,
was
I
the
got
one I
one.
meant to send you. So,
I had 4 cards, so now I have 3.
weird. I should have. Well, yeah, I should have.
You should have 3 now.
Yes,
Well-
I have 3 now.
Well, I should. Yeah, but Mega gave me one of his, so I should have 4. No, the one I sent him was Spill the Beans.
Oh, well,
Unless I sent you
don't
something
know.
by accident.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know which
whatever.
one
I
it
don't
would have
care.
been.
It's fine.
All right, sending it again.
None of my
No,
cards are
please.
great. It makes you feel any better.
It's fine. I don't care. Just
I have
move on.
Dark Bargain. I got Adrenaline Surge,
That
and I
works.
got Perfect Timing. So I
I
can
dealt
take an
2
extra
cards each
action.
to everybody, so everybody had 2, and then you had a third, and then you played Uh-Oh, which gave everybody 3. You should all have 3 right now.
Right, but I had given him Spill the Beans, which would have gave me 4. I think. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I should have 3, but this one should
There.
be with Mega. There we go. That's
So
fine.
now that gives me 4.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know
just I'm just gonna
why. It doesn't matter. Move on.
discard that one, so I'll
Yeah.
have 3.
There you go.
Perfect.
Does anyone
All
want
right.
contact real quick? It's a good card.
I have one that can get us out of trouble, but put us in more trouble.
That's what
And I
I
have one that can summon a mob that may be helpful to us, but may not be. And also
The
one that
town.
allows me to use arcane in place of a smart skill.
Did we get to the tower?
Yes,
In
you
the
have made it. You are on the steps to the tower now. You
One
have
thing
not
I'd
seen
like
any
to,
mundane defenses with your notice checks.
Kevin. Kevin,
Yeah?
I'd like to go over and point out one thing. Given how people are, and given the difference in magic, he's probably in the big tower, and she's most likely in the little tower.
That's why I was
That's
going to
what
the
he
main
wants
tower.
you to think.
So there's a very powerful person in this big tower.
I mean, I'm not planning on beating this guy up. That's why I told the kid to stay away from being a sniper up there. So, because he probably will know that he's up there. So,
Now, why?
Hans is gonna point and go,
was
Tell you,
there
man, I'm
princess
traveling with a group
in
of muddy
tower?
hobos. I ain't lying. Everyone here
Just-
coming looking for a fight.
Hans points up to where he's like, right about there.
the kid came with you, my melter. Don't forget that. But
Now the kid came from the coalition. I mean, from the coalition, and then from the
you
Legion.
Either way, let's go.
I
to
walk
the
up
door.
and knock.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about we show some respect?
Hey, look, that's very brave. He touched it.
I would go up right next to him and watch him knock.
All right, who's knocking?
I am.
Interest.
I tap.
Synthris. You tap.
I tap my little boss on the shoulder, leaning down at him. Go. As Lucian would say, "Don't talk shit about me." And I just walk away.
All right, Synthris knocks on the door. You get no response.
Girl
How long
Scout
are you waiting?
cookies.
About 30 seconds before I turn around to be like, all right, it looks like no one's home.
All right, at 29 seconds, the door opens, and make me a straight smarts check.
Ooh.
Straight smarts.
Both of us, man, we're both there, or just him?
Anybody who's seeing the door open.
Yeah, we're all.
We're all
What
there.
are
We're all
already.
there.
strength smarts?
Straight smarts. Just
Straight.
smarts, not notice.
Not gay smarts, okay? I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Mm.
Passed, but
Is there something on that's giving me that?
All right, so the door opens, and a 7-foot-tall man made entirely of bronze in a bronze tuxedo answers the door.
Oh, greeting.
when you say a man made of bronze, you mean a man-shaped bronze.
A bronze statue of a man moving. Yes. Those of you that got success, remember the bronze man that was shot down. Those of you that got a success with a
golem.
raid, the face looks exactly the same as the one you guys cut up.
We went the right way.
What did
The
they cut?
bronze golem opens the door and says, "Welcome. What can we do for you? This is the home of the great Mortholomew. Morthaniel." He doesn't say Martholomew. He says Morthaniel. Yeah, Morthaniel, the great and powerful wizard, protector of these lands. What can we do for you?
We wish to discuss some incursions that have occurred on this land. Glitter leader, if you would.
Yes, can we speak to the wizard?
The wizard is terribly busy. Do you have an appointment?
I aim my sniper rifle at his head.
No.
Oh, no.
His hands
Appointment.
come up. His hands point out, are palm forward at you. There is no need for violence.
No violence, just our appointment.
That's not what they meant by point, Grim.
Yeah. What's this next appointment, quote unquote?
His next appointment would be on Tuesday.
I thought.
I smelled
Unfortunately, we can't wait that long.
The matter is rather pressing.
Can I tell him what this is in regards to?
His apprentice.
Incursion on his lands.
Mayor Glist.
So yeah, it's like 3 things. Well, 4 things. Lots of things.
I back up and
Other
leave it to
things.
Glitter Leader now that he's up and
Mayor-
seen this person.
I
Mayor
do exactly
gives-
the same thing. Back up, let Glitter Leader handle it. He's the boss.
Very well, you are representatives of the Mayor Gislist. I will inform him that the Lady Krea's father is inquiring as to her. And he closes the door.
I pick a nice spot to sit.
Yep.
Didn't even get a snack or anything.
Well, I
Terrible.
don't think they want to
I mean,
give you a
Hans,
snack, Hans.
We have a
Yeah.
couple around here if you're feeling.
I don't know if they
better.
got any little animals lying around.
I don't think there's any babies lying around, Hans.
Yo,
A bunny
baby.
or something, maybe.
That's true. We could crack it open like a can. Get a quick sip and put in play.
Ah,
Kitty!
Maybe give you a cat.
Kitty's gotten so big.
Eden
got
starts
big,
petting
yeah.
her cat.
He has been getting big. Almost like I'm feeding her.
they do that.
About
It's
time.
weird.
Meow, 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 meow.
The other one's still bigger, though.
Well, that's how that works
She
too.
hides.
I'm glad that your two cats are getting along. Sometimes it doesn't work out too good.
No, sometimes it does not work out that great.
Especially with 4 of them. Or 20 of them, right,
so-
Frost?
After about
700.
5 minutes, the door opens up again.
Is the bronze statue there, or is it just the door open?
The bronze statue is standing there.
I assume we can go in then.
He says, I have brought your requests to the Lord Morthaniel, Lord of this house, great and powerful wizard, charming and debonair, roguish individual. He
Sounds like a
wishes
great
to
guy.
relay the information that the Lady Kreia was rescued from the tower by his magnanimousness. He detected foul
Tower.
doing, not the tower, the tavern.
In.
And okay.
Yes, from the tavern, by his magnanimousness and foresight, he detected foul doing by those roguish and brutish raiders, uncultured that they are. He knew they would try to do something like this and acted beforehand. The Lady Kreia is safe and continuing her studies and wishes not to be disturbed.
And he didn't warn anyone else and let everyone
Little
die.
later,
I
little
didn't.
later, you hear over the mind link. My, for someone boasting about being protector of a territory, they certainly are whimsical.
Could we have him say it to our faces instead of through a bronze statue, please?
I will let him know. Please come in.
I whispered to the statue's ear, you should know what I did to your brother.
No response.
I'm walking in with Pilgrim, so I'm in my big suit.
All right, give me a moment.
All right, back.
Through the mind link. So, at what point did we become lackeys for the mayor? I'm just wondering.
And
I would have said when you decided to be a pussy and not be leader, but I didn't say that.
okay, you enter into the inside of the tower. You see a
I love you,
line.
Graham.
You see a
Magnificent
line
metal
of
master.
7-foot-tall bronze statues along the left side,
Oh,
facing
Christ.
the side of the wall. You do see it's not here because I didn't have time to remove one of them. One of the platforms is missing the statue.
That round tower has a really long straight hole.
It's magic, sir. It's bigger on the inside.
It is dimensional magic.
I think we can all just assume this is mind link. That every one of these is a golem ready
that's
ready
what I
to
was
defend its master.
I would like to check something real quick, just surreptitiously. Just tap the toms to see if they work inside this dimensionally separated area.
You get no response. Your sensors and comms are still down.
Interesting that it extends in here.
Do you share that to the rest of the group?
They have no leaf brush long, Barney says.
Yeah, couldn't he afford bronze clothes, for Christ's sake?
He was just checking it himself. He didn't really feel it was.
They have bronze banana hammocks on.
Okay, so this wizard is
Sculptor?
yes,
Are there any
yes.
artifacts of note that are on display?
No, you see what is visible in the this hallway here. The door closes on its own behind you as you all enter. Are you all going inside, or are some of you staying out?
Hans is going in.
I'll go in.
I gotta go inside. We need someone with brains in this operation.
So we're inside. I'm sorry, I had to step out. For
Well,
a little
Hans
bit.
Hans went inside. What are you talking about?
Oh, I go
Every
inside.
time I talk, ex-boys is like, what the fuck are you talking about?
All right.
People of culture.
Hey, ex-boys, are you happy now to be the leader? You understand why I didn't want to be leader? I did not want to deal with
No
it.
one else wanted to step up, so that's what Kevin would have done, was stepped up. So
Yep. All
Life
right.
is full of regrets.
Circus.
this is
Yes.
yeah.
Well, I don't
Very
know
true,
if it would
but
take.
I'm just fucking around. It's fine.
I know.
Is
No
this
worries.
tower itself an artifact of
Oh
sorts?
dear.
The tower itself, when you ran the Detect Arcana, you are looking through a kaleidoscope of arcane auras, staring at this tower.
He built this tower awfully quick.
I have one question.
He brought in all the raw materials in those buses.
I have one question. Do all of these statues look alike, and do they look like a semi 30-year-old?
They are completely identical. They have the exact same face as the statue the golem you guys carved up shortly after getting back from revisiting your hometown.
And do they look like a 30-year-old?
They look significantly younger,
All right.
early to mid 20s.
I'm keeping a thought. I was like, this guy looks like he made a whole bunch of statues of himself.
So that's just what he
Chats are
did.
so
Or his
demented.
ideal man.
Yeah.
Nah, he wants to hook up with that girl.
Hey, Lucian, I saw that bus you used to go to school in. That little one that you told me about.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was great being the smartest man in class. I appreciate it. The confidence boost. We had to write on really small brown pieces of paper with big pencils.
But when you go to school on a short bus, does being the smartest one really mean a lot?
It meant a lot to me. It meant a
So,
lot to
Glitter
me.
Leader, your orders.
His mama sure did
Keep
care about
moving.
his education.
My first girlfriend
It's a
didn't even
hole,
have
sir.
lips. It was nothing but teeth.
Now you sound like Circus.
But the mouth was in play.
All right.
That's Frank
After-
from Always Sunny.
After about 5 minutes, on the other side of the hall, you see a door open, and a man walks in with not bronze skin, but he looks like he has definitely seen the inside of a tanning bed or sat out in the sun's rays for significant amounts of time. He is physically at peak. You can see even underneath his wizard robes, he has well-defined musculature. His face is that of the same face of all of these statues lined up alongside you. He's
George
half a foot
Hamilton?
shorter than them.
All right, yeah. Yeah, so he made a whole bunch of statues that look like him.
So he's tall because those things look huge.
He's
Those
shorter,
those things are about 7 foot tall,
Oh.
7.5 feet tall. He's about 6'5".
Big boy.
He is tall, muscular. His hair is perfectly kept, blonde hair. And
You didn't
He's-
make a picture of him?
I did not make a picture of him yet. I was busy making the picture of his statues. And he starts to approach you. As he's approaching, he's looking down at a book he has in his hands. I thought I gave you the information, all of the information that you would need to go back and report that I, the magnanimous, glorious, good-looking wizard Morthaniel, damn it, I am not my brother. Morthaniel, the great wizard, have spared the Lady Craig's list from certain doom, and she is now protected and returning to her studies. He looks up briefly as he's saying this, looks back down, looks up again, and oh, my lord, it is you! I'm so glad to see that all of you have managed to survive. I feared the worst had happened.
Who's he looking at when he says
Who's
that?
he looking at? Yeah.
He is looking at all of you,
We're all my lord?
my lords.
Oh.
No, it was not my lords as in you. It was, oh, my lord.
Oh. The inflection was odd.
Sorry.
Oh,
He
hey,
has odd inflections.
he's
Oh,
surprised
Rector.
that we lived. Interesting.
Yes, I
Suspicious.
had feared the worst after seeing you go into that rift.
Why didn't you
Howdy.
warn anyone else about this bomb or pluck anyone else out from that tavern if you're so magnanimous and awesome and cool?
Wow, the kid's really speaking really well right now.
I can only do what I can do. I was unable to move more than just the one person, and the one person I moved is the one person who is key to me figuring out how to move the entire town if such an occurrence happens again.
I'm sure she felt very, very special that you did that for her.
She should feel very special. She is very special indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Very special.
You remind me of somebody I hate.
Kind of reminds me of my dad too.
She also looks pretty good in that black lingerie she was wearing that day you took her too, huh?
You would know
Just
the color.
look over at Lucian.
I would know exactly what it looked like.
Wait. There's a story here I think we all missed.
Lingerie.
She was fully dressed when I showed up.
Yeah, I
Not after.
described the dress. Yeah, the one I handed to her looked like this.
Well, yes, I gave her that dress.
She was in the bathroom freshening up after I got done doing what I came there to do.
God damn it.
You dog!
Glitter leader, if I may.
What's he talking about, guys?
Weren't we
In
told
the
that
mind link, I'm just pushing some buttons to see what this guy does. See exactly what he's made of.
Weren't we
I
told
get
that,
nuked, my melter. I'm not going to be happy. I'm just saying.
Rico was the one.
Kevin,
of
did you
interest in
bring
woman?
did you bring Pilgrim into, or did you get out
Yeah.
of Pilgrim? Come
No,
inside.
Pilgrim's inside with me.
Did you just call him Rico?
Yeah, Ringo was love interest before Wizard Boy showed up.
My, what a rival.
What did you say about Ringo? I
It's
missed.
peculiar that the wizard has an interest in the same one as Ringo, and that one was the one in a building that exploded.
Yep. This is the mind.
And he just managed to save her specifically at that moment.
Yep.
He sensed it was going to blow up all the way from over here.
Well, there are abilities, it's all in Mind Link, that would allow someone to do such. Whether that is the case, who knows? But it is not unheard of. Precognition, a well-documented ability.
While they're
Documented, but also of interest.
while they're being bad cop, I'm gonna try to good cop. I'm just like, that sounds infinitely fascinating how you're going over and doing all that divination. Could you tell me how all that works, please?
And then she plays the love interest card.
I think I already accidentally did.
No, I don't think you've love interest.
I don't think you did yet.
Whoever was piloting the robot.
You mean the
The
golem?
golem?
But
The
I don't think
golem?
it necessarily works that way. So we'll see.
Okay, the golem's in love with me then.
It's not exactly a, But what do I know? I don't know.
Well, it's all
Far be it for me
very,
to judge
very
artificial
technical.
life.
It's something that requires years of study.
I've always been interested in knowledge and learning about new things. And also, I'm gonna fuck with you. Hold on.
Well, speaking of that, where is that fine lady of mine?
Phrasing?
I need to talk to her.
He's already got a girl.
Oh, fuck. She fucked you good. These cards will bite you in the ass every time, Circus.
Wonder what she's gonna go look for.
Whose idea
Yeah,
was
no
it? Back anyway.
Wait. I am also going to play a card.
Sorry.
Don't forget
God,
the card I
wanna-
played, by the way.
I want to just play Angry Mob for no apparent reason now.
I'm playing that card and taking her card from the discard pile.
Taking
That's
the
smart.
timing card. All
Perfect
do you
timing.
want- do you
Tell
want
them,
the love
Kitty,
interest
tell
card then?
them.
I think she
What do you think?
supersedes you.
I want to go in there and look for something really better than that.
Well, yeah, hers goes. She takes her card, and then
Yep.
he grabs her discarded card.
Right.
And then
Yeah,
I'm going to play
so-
it just so I can go through the deck while y'all are RPing.
Alright.
All right, so
Go
I
ahead.
would go over and I would take. What card do you think I would take?
Yeah, we already know.
Arcane Spike. Oh, love interest. Yeah.
And here I was
All right.
hoping it was the one about interrogation.
And you play the love interest card on the Wizard Morthaniel.
Yep.
Is there a way to
Because
look
I
through
love
the cards?
punishment, be reminded of assholes.
Masochism is a thing.
I mean, you can click on the adventure deck up above where it said adventure deck, and you can look at the list. That's the easiest way.
It's okay. He can just remember I did it. We don't need to go through the whole thing.
Oh, I just meant for Mega. If
Oh, for Mega.
Mega to look through the list.
It's not pulling up the whole. No, it's not pulling them up for me.
Wolfric wanted to see what you guys are up to.
Oh, hey, baby.
More kitties.
He's huge.
Oh, big fat cutie.
He's like mostly fur, but he's also 22 pounds, aren't you, buddy?
Calavino.
Yeah, this is Calvino's uncle.
Oh, that's not Calavino?
Nope, this is Wolfric.
Oh,
He's the big
Wolfric.
fluffy Wolfie.
They're all big and fluffy, for God's
Is
sake.
it Wolfric or Ulfric?
It's Wolfric, but he goes by Wolfie because when my friend's daughter was here, when she said Wolfie, he's like okay.
I
he's
like
listening.
that more. My mom's dog answers to Noodles, so who knows?
Okay. So yes, he starts waxing on. And go ahead and make either intelligence or Arcana check, Eden.
I don't have any Arcana. You mean a smarts?
Smarts.
I am smart.
SMRT,
Benny.
smart.
SMRT.
Hey.
All right. About half of what he's telling you is complete bullshit.
I'm sorry, I don't think lunar phases really do play into the Comstock trifectum. I'm just a simple country girl. But this might be a new theory I'm not aware of. As you know, Einstein's original theory on gravity was not actually correct. He had to go over and get a little bit more information before then he perfected it.
Everything you said just did mental damage to me.
Yeah, boy.
This is very
Hans just has the phrase from an old movie from the 80s going through his head. Nerds.
all right. By the way, Hans, do you still have your Detect Arcana going, or have you turned that off so that you?
No, he's still got it going. I took another PowerPoint off because I figured I'd just keep it going while we're having these discussions.
All right. Yes, the wizard standing in front of you does appear to be the man with 50 plus power points that you were detecting in this area.
Okay, let everybody know that through the mind link that this is the guy.
It says, "Well, is there nothing I can do short of interrupting the lady's studies to have her come meet with you?"
I would very much like. You wanted to say something, sir? I heard a brief intake of breath, and I didn't want to interrupt anyone.
He's smoking.
Well, damn you. I would very much just. Well, time is always relative. It wouldn't take too much time just to make sure she's okay. So, talking with her and getting her side of the story a little bit more, we'll go over and clear some things up.
Very well. He looks over at one of the statues, puts a hand squarely on its, just above the belly button on the abdominals, closes his eyes for a moment, and the statue steps down and walks off.
As his eyes are closed, she looks over at the doctor, because he might be the only one who would notice, and she gives him kind of a look of like kind of just like saying, what a fucking what a fucking fraud, what a shyster.
We're still in the hallway, right?
We'll follow the statue.
He's still standing there. The statue walks off,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he's still standing there talking. Now, as I was saying about the trans-dimensional portality and the strange influxions caused
you
by
The
continue.
duality of trifecta.
He definitely sounds like a guy I hate.
I'll follow the statue.
Oh, please, he'll be right back.
He's
Give
gonna-
it a few minutes. He's going to go get her and bring her here in the foyer.
In the mind link, I need someone to go follow that statue. Just to make sure.
What about old intangible? That was out of character, by the way.
Hans is going to just raise his hand while after the statue walks off and without asking or letting the guy even respond to the fact that he raised his hand, he's going to say, "So yeah, why did you try and kill us before when you're flying off that thingy?" I'm
Trying
curious.
to kill you?
Yeah,
I was trying to warn you. You were flying right into a nexus storm.
And
No,
I'll
but
use
you-
Hans's distraction to slip
you were-
off.
You were driving right into a nexus storm. I was trying to save you. I was unfortunately
The
too
mind link
slow,
doc you
and
hear.
something hit
Thanks.
me and
Doc.
knocked my
Of course,
column
little leader.
clear out of the sky. I'm not entirely certain what it was. And I feared the worst once I plummeted to the ground. I saw most of you go into that rift that opened up. Had no idea what happened.
Oh, so you like us? Not like us, but you like us?
I may like some of you.
Hans looks a little like, what? You can't see his face through the armor, but he's just like,
I'm sorry,
See.
boss, but I'm in my armor. I don't know if you're talking to me.
can he tell how sincere this guy is in any way, shape, or form? Or not really?
You can make a social roll.
What would I make? Like persuasion? Or that wouldn't make sense, would it? Don't really have anything that's really good at divining people.
We're not in combat right now, right?
You are
Not
not in
yet.
combat now.
Hans, I can give you a card that gives you D6 and whatever skill you want.
Well, he has a card that will allow him to use his psionics to do his
Okay.
whatever skill, to do any skill instead of smarts, but he's mostly just like looking at him to see if he can tell. But the fake tan and the weird good looks might be masking everything, especially if he's Botoxed.
Botoxed.
Magic talks, please.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, he could roll like, I don't know, it would make sense, spirit or because he doesn't really
go
have.
ahead and make a spirit check then.
Okay.
That'll work.
He'll just roll that. We'll see what happens. No, he's like, this guy, he probably thinks this guy is so far beyond me because all he can see is swirling colors and stuff. He's
Yeah.
probably a little bit like,
This guy is legit.
this guy is the dude.
This guy is probably powerful enough he could rival even Cassandra.
I think maybe Hans is like just thinking to himself, I think maybe we have a person we can turn to in times of strife.
And he is totally your new best friend.
And he just kind of turns and he looks over at Eden and he just says, I have a really good feeling about this guy.
So you saying we should kill him?
No. No. You know what good feeling means?
Yes.
Okay.
The only time Grim has a good feeling is when he's killing someone.
Yeah.
Especially this guy. I hate this guy. He reminds me of somebody.
Yeah, but I'm reconsidering because I think maybe he knows a lot more than we think he knows.
Probably too much.
Or just enough.
I'm learning more and more theories every day.
At this time,
But wait, you might have missed it. While everyone was getting distracted by Hans, Dr. Synthris ran off and snuck off to go
All
over
right.
and keep an eye on the
Dr. Synthris snuck off. You sneak off. You're following the golem then?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The golem walks down, leaves through the same door that the wizard came from, heads deeper into the facility, up a spiraled staircase, goes up about 5 floors, knocks on a door. The door opens, and we have art now.
He didn't go outside. He went further in the tower.
Correct.
He did not leave the
Bitch
tower.
is in that other fucking tower. So where the fuck is this?
Simulacrum.
And this woman and young girl answers the door.
That's the daughter?
Yes, that is Kreia. That is
She looked
Any
damn
of you
fine
who
in her
would-
underwear.
Damn, I thought she looked like I forget her name
Bigger.
from The Witcher.
Siri.
No.
Yennefer.
Yennefer,
No.
Triss.
Shut up, Siri.
Chris? Yeah,
No,
that's the only other one.
No.
If it's not one of the main ones, we're not going
Yeah.
The race swapped
Chris.
one.
to narrow that down.
Oh, no.
Triss was race swapped in the show. That's
The
what
one
you're
that was
talking about.
really race swapped.
No, that is her.
Frangelica or Frangella or whatever the fuck her name
Oh,
is.
okay.
Okay.
That's
how
his
she-
Lady Craig.
That's how she sounded when Circus was talking like. Not like this.
Not like this.
Not again.
All right, and she answers the door. What does the wizard want now? What can I do for him? Well, we need you to make an appearance to appease the others. And she then walks out, and the two of them start walking back. They still haven't noticed Dr. Synthris sneaking along,
I'm gonna slip
despite
into
his
the
glowing blue
room.
eye.
Did she shut the door? I didn't hear anything about that.
She shut the door behind her.
Investigate the room. Do it.
I wait until they're out of sight and then teleport through it.
Can you teleport to a location you can't see or have never been to?
There's a slight degree of failure.
Ooh, I like failure.
You
This
got
is
all the
how-
bennies in the world, bro.
Well, this is how he ends up in Tuesday.
Let me check the modifier.
He's like, when the hell am I?
Don't worry, I figured everything out. Meanwhile, the tower's blown up.
Meanwhile,
There was an explosion in that sound. Did you hear that?
That lined up so
Yeah.
well.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so
It does
we
not
will
say
get
anything
back
about
to,
having to see,
Well,
especially since I can teleport several hundred miles.
Real quick,
Kyle,
JT, can you
destroy
make me
him.
a mod on the channel real quick?
make you what?
Make me a mod real quick for a Rumble.
I already am going to take care of it.
Yeah.
This
Thank you.
on Speed. Spend my points.
okay.
And I did it to myself, so I just kind of spend the points.
All right. I will need a percentile dice when you do this as well.
Dun dun dun.
Unskilled attempt.
I don't know what that is.
That's not right.
All right. So while he's doing this, Hans, you notice another life form just pops into existence about 5 stories above your where you are, and proceeds down the.
Fuck this guy.
Is heading his way down there.
27%.
Oh, so close. There was a 1 in 4 chance you were going to materialize inside the desk.
Oh, that would have been great.
Keep going with that, and I'll be right back.
All right. So yes, we'll get back to Hans when he gets right back. But yes, the Lady Kreia, who I just put the picture of recently, appears next to one of the bronze statues, walks over, and stands next to Morthaniel. She says, looks around. As you can see, I'm perfectly fine. I really, really would like to get back to my studies. She glares roughly at Lucian.
You don't seem broken up at all about all those people that died in your tavern there.
Listen, baby girl, this ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just here like you, just being dragged along.
I like the bows, by the way.
I'm not the one who caused. I'm not the one who caused the explosion. I can't do anything for them. What would you rather I do? Go and practice healing to try and fix up those who can? I'm not that kind of magic user.
I mean, you could have helped people instead of just bamfing out and watching.
You could have told other people before you left.
I tried to tell other people. I couldn't be heard over the sound of pounding and intruders. I had no time myself. As soon as I knew, I was on this side.
What do I roll to see if she's full of shit?
Yeah.
Notice.
Notice.
I'm gonna run out of all my bennies at this point.
I'm gonna spend a benny on that because I don't trust this bitch.
Oh, did Dave say who his bennies were going to?
Dave, I would love a benny.
That's true. He did
Because
not.
He bought three. He bought a drink, which was 3 bennies.
I would love as many bennies as you can give me, Dave.
God damn it! I can't get a good roll to save my life. I mean, I'm not as bad as.
Do my roll ever
I
show
believe
up?
her.
I don't.
Yeah.
So, let me roll again.
Why would she lie? She's a woman.
Oh,
There we go. I got a 9. A raise.
all right, Kevin.
Yeah,
Would
I
you
got
like
a
to
6.
spend a benny for a catastrophic success?
No,
To the 3
good.
with the lowest
I don't
number
feel
of
like-
Critical failure.
I don't want to do catastrophic right now. So we're in the
Cottage cheese astrophic.
we're in a wizard's tower, and if I say the wrong thing, I'm gonna get
Oh,
blown up.
dude, he had I'm really worried. He probably kidnapped this girl and replaced it with a simulacrum.
Oh, maybe we should look for receipts in boxes.
Yes.
Oh,
The mind
Yeah.
link.
Hans saw something, right? Circus,
It-
like another person.
Synthris.
Yes, Hans. The another person that Hans saw pop into existence is Kreia.
Oh, okay.
And
He saw her
once
pop
he's here, he's gonna
bounced into
drop it.
existence, walked down the hallway. The other individual, if you had enough, the other life form in the other building is still over there.
Mm-hmm. I'll give you 2 guesses.
So she's somewhere,
She's in the smaller building.
but she's right here.
She is indeed right here in front of you, talking to you.
And before he drops the power, she has power as well. Like, not as much as him, obviously, but
Yes, she has 15 power points.
okay.
9 with a raise for investigating.
Yeah, she is nowhere near as cool as he is. In the
He's
mind
super
link, he's saying
cool.
that.
I believe her.
Well, you believe what?
That
I did a
she-
notice with a raise.
All right,
real
notice
person,
with
I
a
guess.
raise.
So did I.
She absolutely is. She is telling you the truth. She didn't even know she was leaving. She was leaving at that exact moment.
So she did try and warn people.
She was going. She didn't try and warn people. She didn't know that anything was going on until
Well, that's not what she said.
That
she
is
says,
what
"I
she
would
said.
have. I would have, but I didn't know what was going on. I just zap. I was here."
Fairly said she tried to, but everyone was knocking on her door and disturbing her.
I was trying to talk, but couldn't get a word in edgewise from everyone knocking on my door and invading my room.
We're very insistent.
Well, she didn't tell us either, or him.
She didn't know.
The one that did things without people knowing was the wizard, goddammit.
She had no idea that she was going to be teleported out of the tavern at that exact moment. She didn't cast the teleport spell. She wasn't aware the teleport spell was going to be cast. She was getting ready to walk or head up here via horseback, like one does.
Dave said the 3 go to the people with the lowest bennies. Wait.
All right, that is Mega and Witch and either Savage or Kevin.
Awesome.
We'll
I
give it
needed
to
a Benny.
Kevin. He's got a critical failure problem.
I think
You
it's safe
wanted
to
to-
say that the wizard pretty much had her best interests at heart, but he's not very good at, saving elder people. But come on, he's saving what's important to him.
You know, Hans, you seem really to like this asshole. He seems like a real jerk. You're usually a better judge of character than that.
Yeah, but he's so powerful. He could be very useful.
Would you?
Yes, I am quite powerful.
Oh God, did I say that out loud? I mean, yeah.
The hell's wrong with
literally.
Hans?
I truly appreciate
You were
when
drunk on
someone
power, sir.
appreciates me.
I can see that, sir. You have quite a magnanimous, and she's looking at all the many statues of him. You got a very magnanimous presence, sir.
Play the card.
Not gonna lie, that part kind of creeps me out. But
She has already played the love interest card.
Oh,
We just didn't
I
find
didn't
the
see
damn
it.
thing. No,
But,
instead of making me go find the card, figure out how to hand a specific card to her.
That's fine.
through there.
I was
and
lenient.
play it.
As you spray yourself.
Actually, I really want to know what Dr. Synthros is seeing right now. Because he has 9 bennies and those fucking reset, so.
All right. Why didn't that explode? I marked ace. Let's try that again.
I shall not repeat that.
Uh,
Oh, she did it anyway. Sorta.
Love it, Barney.
Jesus.
So, all right, we will jump back up to Dr. Synthros. Dr. Synthros, you appear in this room. It looks not dissimilar from the layout of the tavern room. If you wouldn't know that, though. It looks not dissimilar to a tavern room, a hotel room. There's a room, there's a bed, a desk, a bookshelf, and a door towards the back.
I'll look at the books first. Well, got a 9 with the raise to investigate in general, but whatever catches his eye
All
first.
right, the books are various magic tomes. Some of them look very old. They all, a good number of them pique your interest. They're tomes on numerous different mystical studies, from teleportation, dimensional magic to transmutation, alchemy. If you can think about it, it's there. In fact, as you're looking at the, are you looking specifically for any type of magic book as you're looking through the?
The one you mentioned, dimensional, that would catch his attention.
All right, as you can catch the attention of that, you start noticing 4 or 5 different books, all on dimensional magic, on different shelves on the bookshelf.
Well, finders keepers. And he'll go around, and he's keeping an eye on that one door there, but he's definitely interested in the books.
All right, are you pulling the books off the shelves, looking through them at all?
He'd probably pop one open to look and give it a cursory glance.
All right, as you pull the one book off the shelf, the open space where the book was instantly all of the books shift over, and another book appears at the end.
Is it a different book? Oh.
Oh, I
library.
just realized.
Oh my.
Quite the library indeed. I'll continue looking through things, see if there's anything of import on. Is there a desk?
There is indeed a desk.
I'll give that a look over, see if she's doing anything untoward.
With that investigation check, nothing untoward. It does look like she is researching transdimensional travel. There's a book on it, open up to a page of transporting masses and large numbers of individuals. I mean,
Are there any notes?
A lot of
that
it looks
she
to
has
be.
put in?
A lot of it looks to be theoretical. Nothing that's actually been tested or practiced.
Are there any notes that she's put down on it?
Doesn't look like she's taken any notes that you're seeing.
I'll check the door.
The door is locked from the inside, so it looks like she locked it as she was leaving. Oh, the other door?
Mm-hmm.
The other door opens to a bathroom. You see white porcelain areas for filthy organics to take care of their filthy organics.
Uh-oh.
Heinous flesh everywhere. People hide things.
There are sweet-smelling perfumes and shampoos and soaps distributed throughout.
Kyo with 15 gifted subs.
Kyo.
Thank you, Kyo.
I will grab a drink.
New NPC. We'll talk with Circus later. If drinks
Oh,
had non-alcoholic.
I wanted a Benny.
Non-alcoholic. I wish I had seen that before I poured my drink.
Thank you, Kyo.
Could you describe the wider array of the room so I know where to direct myself next?
Picture a old-timey hotel room.
Old-timey.
Okay.
Single king-size bed.
Gotcha. All right. I'll check under the bed.
Oh, I can absolutely pour it back, Barney. You want to watch me pour it back?
Wait a second.
You don't want to see how he finishes this trick.
Oh dear.
Oh, I'm not pouring it back in the bottle. I'm just pouring it back.
Yes, I'll check under the bed, see if there's anything hidden there.
You see nothing under the bed. The room looks... It's a hotel room, actually, that you can't get under the bed. The bed frame itself is solid and in place. There is no under the bed. There's a slight lip. You've got a couple of pairs of shoes. There's a suitcase sitting on the little case holder inside the closet.
I'm going to keep investigating the room while they're doing their thing. But yeah, if I hear her coming, I'll probably pop back outside.
The only thing of note that you're aware of is the magical bookshelf.
Oh, have Dr. Cynthia see what the new book is.
It was a dimensional book about teleportation and mass.
That was the one on the desk. The new book that popped in. You notice as you're playing with this that most of the books don't actually have titles until you focus in on them. Like, as you're staring at the bookshelf, everything seems almost out of focus, and then once you look at a book specifically, the title and author on the spine of the book come into focus and become legible.
I look for the biography of what was it? Matthew? I can't pronounce that.
The magnanimous one.
Morthaniel. There.
Nothing comes up on that.
Interesting. Surprised he hasn't done that. Yeah.
The memoirs.
See if there's anything about the.
Looking for his published memoirs.
See if there's anything about the power that's containing this area. The one messing with all the technology. Anything about that? Barriers and such.
Technological disruption magic. You come up with a couple of different books for that as well.
Yoink.
One of them absolutely terrifies you. It's how to the disabling of sentient robotics.
Burn it. It's a book on serial killers. Nice.
They don't need this either.
Back.
Starting to like this guy.
See?
Is there anything about the tower itself?
There are lots on mystical and magical tower construction, divine geometry in architecture, how to use feng shui to channel through your wizard's tower.
Feng shui, there you go.
I leave her a book, consider this pretty much done, and wait for her. I'm going to hide behind the door, so when she opens it, I can just pop back out.
All right, so that is what you find. Does anybody else have any other questions for?
The only thing I guess Eden would try to do is see if she's mind controlled or something, or brainwashed.
All right, how would you like to see if she is mind controlled?
I'm gonna. Eden would go over and ask her about, like, well, tell me about Ringo. So, how did that happen? How did it just kind of fall apart? And then she would just try to get emotional gauged reactions because they were gonna get married.
Rango was a mistake. I was young and dumb and immature. His boorish ways appealed to all of my baser needs, and I am echoing.
Yes, you are, madam, but that's what love does. So,
yes, as I matured, I realized that he just wasn't going to be any good for me, and I realized I wanted something a little more noble, something more with a bit more class to my life. I couldn't be the husband of some raider out on random excursions.
Wife, right? She meant right.
you mean wife, but unless you're hiding something.
Wife. I couldn't make a husband of.
Oh, you couldn't make a husband of him.
Someone, yes, of him.
I'm guessing she pulled her off aside so they could have girl talk. Tell me you love this man that's right next to you.
She blushes a little bit. I'd never considered the great Morthaniel as a potential love interest. Do you think I'd have a shot with him?
Honey. What? I mean, I guess Ringo was absolutely trash, right? I mean, he was absolutely terrible, and she actually starts going a little bit too far to see if she will go out to defend him. Well, no, he's not that bad, but...
I mean, he had some redeeming qualities. But
I mean,
after a while, it just got to be too much.
such as...
Oh, you know who she's describing.
Kitty bit me.
Such as, well, could you imagine trying to go to a wizard's court with a man like that on your arm?
If it was a man I loved, I wouldn't care.
Ow.
You'll understand once you're actually in love with someone. Once you've achieved a certain status level
of an interest of love.
Once you don't buy love, you'll understand.
No, she's
you
never
realize her
loved
name
any
is-
of them. They've just all loved her.
Her name is
yeah,
Craigslist.
that is true.
Just saying.
Wow.
So what's Bartholomew doing that's better than Rinko?
He's learned. He's cultured.
He's an asshole.
It says from the background.
These are all pros, no cons. It's the girl checklist, right? Oh, so far.
He has
He has a point.
status.
Honey, you do know half the stuff he says is made up, right?
Everything he's told me is proven true.
Look, giant black kitty.
You see a turtle struggling on its back. Damn
You
it,
see a
Hans.
turtle on its back. What do you do?
You're gifted a wallet made of real leather. Oh,
Little big black kitty.
She,
You're gonna knock the stream.
honey, he went over and said he could turn a dog into a cat through wishes and feelings. I can actually bring up a lot of the things he's been making up.
Is this, you know about Fluffy?
Fuck you. Sideways. I was trying to think of something improbable. Oh. Well,
Ow.
some of the things he's saying ain't sound, and I'm just gonna bring this up. A guy who goes over and makes up a whole bunch of statues of himself, that's kind of weird. I'm just a simple country gal, but
He's an asshole.
but he's an asshole.
Those statues were all commissioned for him by other towns in which he has been pivotal in saving them. And
Pivotal.
really, the statues have to be in his image because it makes it easier for him to connect with them and animate them.
Is that an actual thing with Arcana?
Yeah, make a knowledge arcana check.
You know, Tail showed me this book once called Harry Potter or something something with this asshole wizard that sounds just like this guy.
No. This is Jane Cobb. He's the hero of Canton.
What was his name? Lockhart or something like that.
Holy shit.
It's a pretty good role.
Don't worry, Luke.
That is a
pretty
pretty good
good
roll.
Panties for you.
So
I may not. I'm not a wizard, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
Yeah.
That was one book about bullshit and fuckery.
it is easier to animate a golem if the closer it resembles you. It doesn't necessarily have to have your exact facial features, but a bipedal humanoid is easier to animate than if you were to try and animate a horse as a golem or something like that.
That's pretty terrible because then everyone's gonna know it's your golem.
Yeah, honey, that's not true. It just needs to be humanoid.
Circus, would it be smart or spirit to know which underwear Lucian would prefer out of this collection since I'm here to...
Come on,
That's
most crotch space, sir.
Oh God! You're
Oh
asking,
no!
The
you're
boys
asking
like to
Bender to
breathe.
decide. You're asking Bender to decide how much salt to put in the soup. More
Yeah.
or too much? Or
I
way
mean, I'm
too much?
here and they were talking about it earlier. And
Okay,
I'm curious
so-
too.
Which
Turtles
one
are
looks
good,
best
by
on
the way.
flesh?
It's all good, don't worry.
So we're gonna break this down real quick. Synthris is stealing Lady Krea's underwear to add to Lucian's collection. Lucian wants to make sure there's as much crotch room as possible in it so that he can wear it.
I knew that boy was off.
You know I'm playing. Come on.
Nope,
I'll
it's
do it.
it's canonical
I'll
now.
fucking do
Lucian
it.
wears.
You
Canon,
can't make
bitch.
jokes while in character, sir. And
Oh,
it comes back to
goddamn do
bite
it.
you.
No, I will not enforce that canon. However, if chat
Trying to
wants
entertain the folks out there. That's
Whatever
all.
they-
chat wants to provide
Rolly
us with
draws.
fan art,
Dr. Synthris, like, trying out under... Like, maybe.
Dr. Synthris stealing underwear and Lucian trying them on.
And giving it to Lucian as a gift.
Wow, he's
God,
gonna
I
become
hope
a
that
robo
I hope
serial
Doctor is
killer.
not I hope doctor's finding some good information instead of looking up
Really
some
mentally
underwear.
contact me. I'll say I don't want our underwear.
I'm
But
starting
if
to
you're
think
just
Grim
grabbing
is the
them,
only normal person here, and he's not
Of
even a
course,
person.
little leader.
What
I'll
are you
tell
talking
whether or
about?
not
I
she
am
swaps
right
her
here.
girl.
You're not here. You're inside Pilgrim.
Okay, I am the most regular person here. I'm the human here.
You ride
I'm
in
a
a,
human.
Like he's
in
saying
a
this in the
glittery
robot.
robot.
Yeah,
I'm a boy.
you are a robot.
Yes, and I'm the most
But he's
normal
not
one.
glittery.
Exactly.
To be fair, he's not glittery either. He's more glistening and shiny.
Whatever.
Chromed.
He's croaked. See, Hans says nothing. He
Oh,
just knows he's
Chrome.
the most normal. He just lets it all go.
You're in
This
love
is
with
why
an
we call you
annoying
the
wizard,
superior organic hub.
and you eat babies.
Wow, there's a lot of projection here.
also the
I didn't say
card I
kill
want out
babies.
of the deck is the hard way. If you can give that to me.
Let me look it up.
Ooh,
Let me
you found a
make
good
note
one.
of it.
So you want roomy draws, and you're gonna do it the hard way, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Something's going on here.
Wow, there's a new name for an NPC. Roomy drawers.
I thought you could say the hard way.
You know what, Circus, I'm gonna make this
That's the
even
quartermaster.
worse.
I gotta find the hard way now. Hang on.
I'm gonna make this even worse, and I'm gonna play hidden stash so I can find them.
Oh, nice.
He's gonna find her best draws.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
money
the
for a
magical
room.
panties.
You find her special white underpants she had reserved for her wedding day
White.
The wizard will be furious.
to wear underneath her wedding gown, of course.
It's sweet.
It's literally just a pack of dental floss.
Yeah.
Which he
She
just
dated
takes
a
off
raider.
nowhere.
She a hoe. I don't want to hear it.
I don't even see
Thanks, buddy. Quickly.
the hard.
Not protecting.
Chewy lace.
Is there more than one adventure deck?
He's making it up.
It was in the one I found online. Hey,
Uh-oh.
the rest of them look the same as one we've pulled. It might not be in
Alright.
there. I don't know.
Let me find it. If it'll. I wish it would sort. Give me the option to sort by name, but
Basically, what Eden's doing when she's like doing girl talks, like, he ain't that good, girl. Don't. He's evil. Don't touch him.
Mom, Dad, it's evil.
He's
At the
gonna
very
love
least,
himself more
he
than he
didn't-
can love you anyway.
he
Okay.
looks. Morthaniel looks over at the two of you as you're having your conversation in the corner.
Oh.
And says, it's good you're hitting it off. If you'd like, you could stay for dinner.
I'd
Looks over.
Bow chicka wow wow.
love
Well,
to. Magnanimous Bartholomew.
More, did you ever figure out anything about the electronics, or at least my armor can stop being finicky?
Unfortunately, I believe there was something that came through a rift, and in this exact spot, and specifically the top of my tower. I had to build the tower this high so I could investigate the origin point. The nexus point is the exact top of this tower, and I have not been able to figure out how to deter the lingering effect of this nefarious spell.
How is it specifically made to mess with communications and radar and radio and my credit shit?
Oh, that I've managed to narrow down the effect. When I first got started here, I had to use entirely golem powered to build the tower because it was affecting all mechanical and electronical things. Not even the cars were working.
Does anybody
I
buy this
moved.
bullshit?
Pilgrim's arm, like it still works though. My arm still works. So
It does still work now. Had you gotten here a month ago, it would have been dead in place as soon as you walked through. You wouldn't have had even enough power to drag it back out. And you, dear boy, looks over at Grim, you may well have died just from walking down the road.
I mean, listening to your bullshit, it might have been a better fate.
Ah,
damn it.
It's gonna get teleported outside of the tower in the mountains. You know when you piss off Sheogora?
Yeah.
What's a Sheogora?
I don't know.
That's their little private gamey things that they do.
Oblivion.
Oblivion,
Sheogora.
He laughs a little bit to himself as Grim says this. Children say the strangest things.
Oh boy.
So who's in the other tower, by the way?
All right, if you can screen grab the hard way and just drop it into the Discord chat, Mega.
Yep.
It's being a pain in the butt, and I can't sort the adventure deck without completely resetting it.
Did anyone else think he was taking a picture of something that was the hard way?
The hard way.
Posting it now, so.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want anyone to send me no picture of the hard way. I'm just
You.
saying.
You heard the boys. Send him all to hard way.
I'm dropping my first picture in the.
Jesus Christ!
What?
See,
Yeah, I don't see that one in our deck. Is that like a Rift specific one, or is that something different?
This is from the Savage World Adventure Deck PDF. I'm assuming they're the same because I'm seeing all the cards we have in this deck.
Because I opened up the Suede. I sent that picture in there, the Suede Adventure Deck. That's how you look at the one that's in the game.
Oh, maybe. All right, let me try that because I couldn't look in the game.
Oh, because what I don't know is there maybe there's more than one in here.
There might be more than one adventure deck.
Do we have multiple adventure decks? That would be kind of crazy, but kind of cool.
Since we're getting close, I don't really have a good idea of how to use this card. I want to get a clue to figure out how to
Slot adventure deck. Okay,
get
let me look.
the electronic stuff working again. At least the communication stuff.
Adventure deck. All right.
Well, the electronic stuff, from what you're telling, or from what you can tell so far, it's going to take probably a ritual. It may well have been a ritual that caused the problem in order to stop it. Or you could ideally wait it out and see how long the duration of this ritual was. It is absolutely 100% arcane and mystical. There is nothing physically or electronically wrong with any of the equipment.
That one's not in there. Son of a biscuit eater.
So Hans is going to ask two things. He's going
to say,
thank
God, that one's not in there. I'm not ready for that far overpowered.
A crazy one. He's going to say, so one thing, who's in the other tower? And two, is the reason that this whole place is kind of like, I don't know, like someone's put drugs into my water that, or is that because of that thing up there?
I'll share my information with the rest of the group, just FYI.
Yeah. So who's in the other tower? That is my noble steed.
Okay, then she's teleported in somewhere else. She's somewhere else, and she teleported in.
Oh yeah, she's here, and that thing's over there still. So okay, you have a steed. Oh, you mean the thing you're flying on? Oh wait, no, the bronze thing is flying on things. I don't know what it is. Whatever. Maybe you have a horse. But yeah, so have you ever is this whole place all trippy like this because you put all magic on it, or is that because of the ritual?
The place looks the way it does to you because I used all of my magics to create this tower. It is a conduit of all of my magics, and also because of the lingering effects of this filthy, dastardly, nefarious, and all other negative adjectives that I can come up with. Because I am not a clever man and cannot come up with my own adjectives on occasion.
Oh, so I know the ritual took place on a Tuesday. I mean, that's clear. And something chartreuse. There's something that has to do with chartreuse. It's very heavily in the air.
My research shows something entirely different. The ritual took place on a Thursday, which makes sense because I never could quite get the hang of Thursdays.
What the hell are you people talking about?
Agree to disagree. I tasted very strange things in the air.
The taste of Tuesday, yes.
Nothing like a Tuesday.
I can't perfect the taste of a Thursday, so I constructed my stuff on a Tuesday. That's what you're detecting.
Oh. Damn. Okay. So, everybody, what are we doing, by the way? What are we,
a hook, line, and sinker for Hans. With
Oh,
this.
yeah. He's just like, oh, well, understandable.
Well, we're gonna need to have our lady friend over here, and he points to Kreia. We're gonna have to have her at least tell the Pecos Raiders to move on or something, because
Honestly, I never want to see that man again.
well, he's messing
Now,
with the
you
town.
did make a promise to me, little lady. You know that, right?
Fine. I suppose I can make the appearance, but I will need at least a day to mentally prepare myself for this.
It's all right.
Besides, looks over at Eden and says, I believe we have dinner plans.
We absolutely do.
Morthaniel says under his
Wait,
breath.
dinner
And
plans? We got stuff to do. I don't know what you're talking about.
And ideally, breakfast plans as well.
Yeah.
Eden, what did you do?
I don't know. I really don't know.
You played the love interest card is what you did.
Yes, you did. All of the red flags were there. All of the fucking warning signs. And you were just like, no.
Well, it doesn't mean I want it reciprocated. I just did it to make him more agreeable.
You're
It's
gonna
like a
make
charm spell.
You're gonna make
How'd that
the-
work out with the
demon?
Demon.
Yeah.
That hasn't hurt me
Does
too
loving
bad.
you make them agreeable to you?
How did it work out? Her house is on fire.
Well, it was already blown up.
This is why you
No, I
have
meant
a
smoke
body.
in your house.
Yeah, there's smoke in your camera.
Oh no!
The incense directly underneath the camera.
Yeah.
I do that on purpose.
Is this why Eden had to change bodies so often?
Well,
Good chance.
That's not canon.
Holy
I'm
refuge.
sorry, Bartholomew. She's a part of my team. She has to be with me. No breakfast, lunch, dinner, second breakfasts, whatever. Not right now, at least.
Somebody's jealous.
Can
Keep
I
talking,
speak?
kid.
I can speak. Can I speak with my leader just for a little bit?
Well, I am sorry, sir, in your big metal box, but I don't have anything that I could feed most of the rest of you. Definitely not him. He looks over at Hans.
I'm covered. I'm okay. I'm fine.
And this would ideally be a bit of a private dinner, if you catch my grift. He winks at Lucian.
Grift.
I wasn't really talking about that. I was mostly saying she's a part of my team, and we've got stuff to do. So.
I look over at Lucian. Can we kill this
You
guy?
hear over
Leader,
the mind
can
link.
we
So
talk
how
for a
long am I
little bit?
supposed to sit here?
I know you went off, did something smart, and then we role played away your bennies. I hope you get to keep those.
I'm gonna spend them all narratively if we don't by the end of the session.
Oh, don't.
Jesus.
Don't forget
That's
the
fine.
card I played, sir.
Which card did you play?
Something
Yeah,
where something attacks us.
Yes, something will attack you. I don't have anything prepared to attack you this session.
Leader,
You want
can
me
we
to do it?
talk for
I'll do it.
a little
I'll
bit of a
fucking do it.
second, please?
I don't understand why, but okay.
I love randomness.
I pull Kevin
Randomness
aside.
is roll.
The big ol' armor. is
Yeah,
what
the
you
big
pulled.
old
What's
armor
that?
thing. You know, you can put me in your hand. You can pull me up so we can talk a little bit
I
more
thought you could just
privately,
grab him.
or I could shout at your knee.
And I
Grab
thought
by
she
the
was going
pinky
into
and
the
move him.
Barbie girl with the glitter boy holding her. Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Pick me up like a Barbie doll. Come on.
Okay.
Whee!
You're only
Yeah,
10 and a half feet tall. You don't pick her up like a Barbie doll.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just saying.
I don't want to leave her alone with him.
Are you saying she's fat?
As long as he's fucking full of shit. Half the things he's saying is full of it. I do
She's
not
hard.
want to leave her alone
So
with
he's
him.
the average man, is what you're saying.
You're not involved in this conversation, Lucian.
He's clearly
You hear Lucian just
not
hears,
gonna hurt her.
I
I haven't
found
seen anything
it.
that will.
Lucian walks out of this fucking place. I'm done with this bullshit.
See, your underwear never trump, Lucian. Figure it out.
Yes,
There's-
Kevin.
There doesn't seem to be any issues from him besides, I mean, I understand he's a little weird. I do see that, yes. But
He's a liar. He's making a whole bunch of things up.
a lot of men lie for trying to get in
Evidence.
love with someone, so I mean, there is that too.
I know.
She made her choice. There is a choice she made herself. And if she made that choice, then she's the one that has to deal with the problems. I just want to make sure the dome goes down so that my armor works is one big thing that I really want that to happen. And I also want to make sure Sapphire Cliffs can give the sapphires over to the Legion, which is the big deal. So
Given that this guy is full of it, is he the
Okay.
reason why this happened?
it doesn't seem like it, no.
Why not?
I mean, he said that for one, and I believed him because I had a critical fail. Um,
Thank you for tying this back in. Thank you.
and I mean, he's actively stated that he's working on making sure some of the electronics at least work a little bit, and Pilgrim has at least worked a little bit. So I don't have a whole lot of issues with trusting him for right now until something
Sir,
else comes
he's
up.
a liar. He's a 100% honest to dog. Liar.
All of this arcane stuff I don't care about.
I
I just want to make sure that like those 2 things I told you about is what I get. That's what I want.
Then I can stay here and you can go check out Ringo and then you come back for us.
Fine.
But I don't want to leave her alone with him.
Sweet baby Jesus. Okay.
Don't you use the Lord's name in vain.
We call that projection from where I'm from.
Okay, well, I better not come back here with you in a body bag again, or I don't know that actually, but I better not come back to him messing up with your mind or something. That's what I'm going to say then.
That's highly unlikely, sir.
Okay,
but
well, just do what I say.
I
All right, and puts her down.
back to Dr. Sanders.
No. So, are the rest of you leaving?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I'm out.
Does anyone
I'm
want to
out.
hide in this
I don't know
building?
why we got a
I don't
problem
wanna
with
be
this guy.
alone.
Like
Yeah, I don't
Don't leave me alone with him.
I don't see the issue with him. Like he's, as far as we know, he's an up and up dude.
Sooner we can get away
You
from this
tell me
asshole, the
you're
better.
leaving.
Yep,
Leave
heading
me
out.
alone.
Centers, you better hurry up, whatever you're doing. All of us but Eden are heading out. She's gonna
Yeah.
stay and have dinner and maybe breakfast with the wizard.
I see. Teleporting now. And I
Yeah.
teleport outside.
And as Hans is walking past Eden, he's just going to say, so, if you want to stay and hang out with him, it's okay. You don't have to pretend. You can enjoy your evening. He's going to just pat her on the shoulder. What?
Hans. He just walks by. No, that's not what I'm saying.
I
Oh,
love that
no.
Hans is 100% in with Morthaniel, and
he's
Lucian.
He's Team Bartholomew.
Lucian is trying to not be intrusive, so nobody's actually running mind reading on Kreia. It is amazing. I love it.
Because if he did mind reading, he would be absolutely sure, like she's fucking in mind controlled or something.
I don't want to impose my will upon others.
Why would we?
No, you just
Imposing
do it
your
in the
will would
worst
be mind
possible ways.
control, not mind reading.
That's a violation, right?
I'm sure it's fine.
The tenants are very fuzzy on the subject of reading
Wow.
people's minds.
she made sense to me when we talked. Like, she don't want to marry some weird outlaw dude. Like, she wants to do more with her life. Like, I get it. It didn't seem that crazy to me.
Yes,
More
but you've met her new beau now.
thoughtless.
You have you seen a snake oil
Well, I
salesman
haven't.
and how charming they are?
I haven't met the other guy yet. Now,
You
maybe
haven't
if
met the
I
other guy yet.
maybe
The
if I
other
meet
guy's gonna be
him
super
and he's
cool
a
and
nice,
awesome,
charming
based on
fella,
Indiana Jones.
maybe I'll think otherwise. But as of right now, this guy's a little weird, but he's also uber powerful, and
Exactly
that
what I
attracts
said,
women,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, he's super weird, and I mean,
He's like Elon Musk. Like he gets all the girls, man.
Elon
He's
doesn't
weird
have to
and
lie
powerful.
about his theories.
Well,
This is
Oh
rich
God,
Elon.
Barney. Yeah,
He's
Barney's
been
got
in
it.
quite a few.
Yep. Have you met a snake oil salesman? Eden's about to see how that snake gets oiled.
Now, I have a question before the game ends. Are we gonna carry our cards over or not? 'Cause that'll
Yes, we will
dictate.
carry cards and bennies over the
Okay.
next.
All right, then I am going to get this card. It's called Let's Settle This.
It's better than that other bullshit card you pulled out of your ass.
And I will post what it does in the chat.
Yeah, it's a
That
fun
seems-
card, but it's also oof.
That seems like a bad card to play.
Let's fucking go.
All right.
He wants you all to die knowing that he can't be hit.
That's not
I'll
necessarily
just
true.
soak it. So I'll just soak it.
Oh,
No,
No.
character can soak wounds until a joker is drawn. Apparently, you didn't read it.
AP. I got AP.
Well, I'm
It's
gonna
an
be in a
AP.
tower with a pervert, so good luck, guys.
I told you not
that's
to go.
a different
but-
type of soaking.
That's
No,
right.
this is the glitter leader. Whoa.
I want to hang out in a tower with a pervert.
Wait,
Why are you
wait
guys
till he
letting me
mind
stay in a
controls
tower
you
with a
and
pervert?
puts it to you.
As Lucian steps outside the building, I say, "This is for you," and I hand him a discreet white cloth and tuck it into his clothes.
No, I put my hands up and back up. What is that?
Don't
What is
do
that,
that.
sir?
Lucian's underwear collection is exclusively honorably procured.
That's
He
right.
doesn't- He doesn't
I only
steal
take
them.
them
He
to-
just takes them as a trophy.
I take them as a trophy to remind myself of the wonderful night.
People keep saying I'm the weird one, and we got people over here.
He
doing-
saves his women's
dick.
underwear to show what a pussy he has become.
Synthris shrugs, goes over to the truck with Luke and says, "Yeah."
She says, "Oh, thanks. They might be my size. I think my ass is a bit bigger than this, though."
You put them over the shoulders, and then you get the rest inside.
Jesus, Dave.
Let's get going. We're gonna go speak to the Raiders now.
I'm
Dave,
sure
what you talking
Hans
about?
will love it.
I'm waiting for us to get a Dave short story. Out of
And like I
this.
said, once I meet the Raiders, if the guy is
Yeah.
really cool, maybe I'll think otherwise. But I don't know any of these people, man. Like I
All
don't know
right.
who's telling the truth, who's lying.
That would be what the act of gumshoeing is.
I sure as hell ain't gonna insult the powerful mage whose tower we're in. Like
Pussy.
I ain't got a death wish.
Megan remembers I've already done that before.
You've done that before, and
Yeah.
even if I go intangible, magic can still f me
Yeah.
up.
Oh, God, Dave.
Holy shit.
I love our chat.
Ah, chat, you are amazing. Never change. All right, let's swoosh. Call it for the week, and we will pick
Are we
up
doing
where we left
insights?
off.
You could
We can absolutely do insights. All right. Okay, since
my
you
insights.
piped up,
No,
we-
everyone's insane. Next.
we will start off with the witch who's so anxious to give her insights.
What I think is actually going on is homegirl was in love with Raider Boy, and she sounds a little fanciful, so maybe she fell in love a little bit too quick. But What I do think happened is this fucking asshole showed up and just like, man, this isn't like, look how classy I am, and totally fucking gaslit and swept her off her feet. And so he's just I'm going with the wizard is a piece of shit asshole who just went over and charmed a country bumpkin and is tricking her before he does away with her. I do not trust him. Maybe my opinion will change if we see the raider and the raider's a dick, but given that this fucker's lying and he's highly narcissistic, I think this ain't the first time he went over and found a fucking country girl, charmed her, and then left her. So no.
Projection.
All right, who are you tagging?
Frost.
Hans is basically of the mind that they're adults, whatever. If they start doing horrible things, you can start looking into why they're doing it. But at the moment, all they did was neglect a whole bunch of people and let them get hurt, which was stupid. But he doesn't like that.
And I think 100% he was behind the blowing up or something.
Could be, but probably not. I mean, look at these statues.
God damn it.
The statues look nothing like Grim.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. So if we're just doing the insight and then passing it on, I will pass it on to Mega.
Why, thank you, sir. I don't trust the mage either. I don't know what's what, but I'm not making any judgments until I get all the facts. It's a lot harder to do when I'm not just violating minds to get answers. But I'm trying to be more chill. We're going to see how long it lasts. Probably not that long because I'm already getting frustrated. Trying to have morals and respect people. But yeah.
Damn that heroic trait.
All right. Heroics. But yeah, having a good time. You can catch me obviously here. And then on Geeks and Gamers channel. And then on Dragon's Tavern. Or on YouTube. Or Patreon. Whatever. Find me wherever you want to find me. I'll throw it to X-Boys.
All right. Well, Glitter Leader doesn't really. I mean, he's definitely like I've already said. He definitely acts weird, but there doesn't seem to be too much danger. He's already given him an idea of how to deal with his armor problem, which is what he really wants to fix. And like Lucian said, we just need to get some more information. To be honest, before we figure out something else that we want to do. So I will throw the hot potato to the doc.
It's so hard to find good gifts for people. I tell you, organics just never make it clear. Let's see. What was interesting that happened today? Not much. I spent most of the time just perusing through women's underwear. It's kind of a strange episode, really.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how jealous of the bookshelf is Dr. Synthris?
I couldn't fit the bookshelf in my bag.
I'm jealous of it, and Lucian don't even read.
Who's left? I was enjoying the chat.
I believe we're just down to JT and me now.
Oh, well then, JT, clean him up.
First off, chat, I want to say Merry Christmas to you because these heathens did not. Have a Merry Christmas, since we won't see you until next week.
In my defense, I thought we were just doing insights, not doing the whole thing. So, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
I figured we weren't going to get another chance to go back a round, so I plugged it all when I had my chance.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought we all do this
Looking
at the same time, but
well, follow me on everything then.
Follow everyone
follow
everywhere.
all the things.
Yeah, follow all the things.
But most importantly, follow me on Fridays on Kaiju Watch on Rumble.
I was looking at that clock.
Kick,
I know what's going on.
You know, my channel. And I
Hopefully
will be
we figure out
playing
what went
probably
wrong with
either
YouTube.
Marvel Rivals or Fortnite or what's that other one? Call of Duty in about an hour on the kick side. On the kick side. And hopefully, people will join us. And thank y'all for being here. Thank you for the donations and the drinks. And I will give it over to Sir Koos.
Oh, you didn't go into how's Grim feeling about
Yeah.
all this?
Oh, he thinks Hans is going retarded. The wizard is an asshole, and we need to cut his head off. And Lucian's become a pussy. And Glitter Leader's retarded as well.
I agree with pretty much everything you said.
Yeah.
Grim, it's like for some reason I feel like I've experienced this particular individual having his head cut off
before. Yeah.
having his head cut off before.
Exactly. And Doc's a weirdo, and the robot's a hoe.
Trying to save another girl out. I'm helping a girl out, you bastard.
Threesome time. I got you. That's what the chat
No.
says. I trust the chat.
You believe
I got
in
the hell out of that room.
arranged marriages, Silent Witch. Let's be honest. You're trying to just pawn her off like her daddy wants to keep the peace. She ain't nothing but a bartering tool for the mayor.
I can't wait till Kyle does a wizard threesome fan art for this, because you know it's coming. Once he can hear what the hell happened, he's gonna make it.
No.
Dave, I think the wizard is great and that we need more of him.
By the way,
Of course,
remember
Dave
how
does.
you could pay?
You know what, Dave? If you want the wizard more of him to stay in this game, you gotta pay for it like you did in the other game, motherfucker.
I super
'Cause I hate the
this
wizard.
He sucks balls.
Yeah.
I can't wait for him to be shown off as a charlatan and then we kill him.
Yeah, Synthris was not there for any of the
So
wizard stuff, so
violent.
he's just like, all right.
Bunch of murder hobos I'm teamed up with.
All
Oh
right.
no, that was the player.
Oh,
Edith's
Pussy
just
says
trying
what?
to keep the girl safe.
And yep, I assume you were throwing it to me at the end of that.
Oh, I was
So-
throwing it to you. Yes, I was just
Yep.
calling Lucian a pussy one more time before we got there.
It's all right. Me and you are gonna have a little mind link, and I'm gonna tell you that it's time to fucking go soon. We're gonna handle business.
All right, I am Circus Freak. You can find me here doing horrible things to horrible people like these lovely individuals. You can find me on Kick. You can find me oftentimes on JT's Kick playing games with him. You can find me in the Discords. And I don't know where else you can find me. If you look, you could probably find me. I'm not hard to find.
Keep your eye to the skies. You'll see him flipping by.
Just look for the shine in the distance, and that's where Circus will
The
be.
glistening head. All right. I will catch you guys next week. Like they said, Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic Christmas. Hit us up in the Discords. If you feel so inclined, JT has his wish list, his throne list posted out there.
This is true.
And we will catch you guys next week. So long, gay boys.
Later.
Come on, gay boys.
Bye.
I need an
Bye.
outro for this.